Hell yeah! You're watching The Dusty Show. Let's do it!
Ladies and gentlemen, don't change that down. Holy shit. Am I jealous of you guys? I wish I could be in the audience watching this show tonight, but apparently somebody's got to do this, and I checked right before I went on the air, and I guess that's my job somehow. So whatever, let's fucking do it. Gonna kill it as always, and hell yeah, thanks for joining me. I ain't got nothing to report. I get to go hang out with my mom tomorrow. She's coming to town. We gotta go out and have some Mexicans. Hopefully there won't be no ice raids or nothing. Other than that though, folks, packed ass show. So you picked a good night to tune in. Thank you. You're very handsome and or beautiful. And let's go ahead and jump into the fucking show. As always, the super chats are open. You know what super chats are? It's a way you donate to the show. Basically, you donate money, and I read words out of my mouth hole. It's super chats. All right, get off. Let's show them how it works. Boom, and then you click this button. All right, you're already being a dick. All right, and then that's not. There you go, boom, and then you like scroll it over to whatever, and then you hit button, and then I read. All right, you got it. All right, let's go ahead and show off, folks. As I said, I gotta go. Don't pee on me. Nobody pee on me. You're a boy. You shouldn't be peeing on me anyway. That's for girls, cats only to pee on me. You're gross anyway. I love you, buddy. I love you. You're a good boy. He's like, Daddy's talking loud. I get all your attention right now. I could rub up against your microphone. It's so amazing, Mr. Half-Stash. All right, folks. I know you guys already know this, but I work hard, tirelessly on this show. And it's also amazing how far the technology has come. I made a whole bunch of thumbnails just for this show. I do it every show. And let's look at a few of them just to give you guys an idea of the process. The Breakup is what I went with. Originally, I started off some superhero stuff. Pretty good. These are good. It says superhero, though, a little too on the nose for me. Well, some of these are actually pretty fucking cool, to be honest with you. Crazy how good it's getting. I like this one. He's got the makeup around his eyes, but it's making Elon look too good. And everybody was like, hey, neither one of these people are superheroes. So don't make him a superhero. Go with the gay dads breaking up. That's way better. But one of the original ideas I had was Ketamine Man and Kingpin from Daredevil. Scrolling down. See how much work I put in everything? Here we go, Ketamine Man. What you guys think about this one? Kingpin. But I decided not to go with that one. We just went with the gay dads rom-com. So anyway, as always, I told you guys I'm going to start this new trend where I am going to give AI one shot to make a video out of my thumbnail for each video and see what the fuck it came up with. So as you know, this is the thumbnail I decided to use. The Breakup. All right, dude, go away. Please stop that. Go away. Enough of that, sir. Thank you. So this is what we're going with. You got one shot. Will you handle it or will you let it slip? Don't get no mom spaghetti on your sweater, AI. Let's see what you got. All right, here we go. AI, top story. Okay. All right, they're just kind of sitting there, but I guess that's not horrible. Uh-oh. That doesn't match. That sound doesn't match AI. Neither one of them made that. All right, one more. Let's go. All right, they're just sitting there frowning. They're all mad at each other, butt hurt. Which one is going to apologize first? Neither one. I just say makeup and butt fuck, but whatever. Anyway, I give that one a C- as always. Keep working on it, AI. And as always, got my eye on you. And all right, let's go ahead and kick it off, folks. New Elon intro you guys have all been waiting for. Wipe out. Elon. Oh, baby, this motherfucker gotta go. Yeah. Woo! But I gotta go. And so I covered this when it happened 2 weeks ago. Basically, everybody in the Trump administration fucking hated Elon Musk because this motherfucker insufferable. Okay, I know part of it's that he's autistic. The other part of it is that he has no one that tells him no one that tells him the truth. All these yes men sucking his ass all day long because he's the world's richest man. So he thinks he's funny and clever, and he just fucking tries too hard. You've never seen a bigger fucking loser that's just not comfortable in his own skin at all. So he's always always looking to other people for acceptance, right? Oh my God, was that joke funny? Am I funny? No, you're not funny at all. You're like the least funny person in the world. You're a charisma black goddamn hole. It's sad. Anyway, fuck you. Entire Trump team hated Elon Musk. Damning report reveals. The whole article is about how they thought he was a dickbag. They couldn't stand to be around him. They couldn't wait to get away from his ass. And so then we all knew it was going to happen. The two biggest egos in the goddamn world were going to clash immediately. I'm surprised it took this fucking long, to be honest with you. So Elon claiming that he mad about the big, beautiful bill. He claiming he mad because it's going to add trillions of dollars to the deficit. And Elon's super worried about the common man and the future of the society. Even though he already knew what was going to be in the big bill before he got mad about it. He knew Trump was a pedophile that was all over the Epstein list. Didn't give a shit whatsoever. Just kept funneling money to the Trump administration. And unsurprisingly, we know why. It's because he was trying to push the government in a direction that helps him get more money, obviously. Like they're all doing. None of them are working for the government for $250,000 a year as these billionaires. They're all doing it because they want tax breaks, because they want to help shut down the fucking government, which benefits them, obviously. But now the reason he's speaking out against it is because he's butthurt, right? A couple days have passed since the Trump administration pretty much unceremoniously kicked him out on his ass. They gave him a little going away present, a shitty plastic key with the Reddit logo on it, a literal consolation prize. Here's your participation trophy. And they kicked him in his ass on the way out the fucking door. And he knew why, folks. He knew they all hated him. And he didn't feel like he was getting the respect that he deserved. It hurt his fucking ego. He gave you $300 million. You would not even be the president. He bought the goddamn election for you. And you just gonna kick me over my ass? I was supposed to be co-fucking president. So now all of a sudden, he mad at Donald Trump. But he's pretending like the reason is because he don't like the bill. But it's because he's butthurt, of course. It's always about their egos. It's always about the fact they're mental children. Don't have any emotional intelligence or maturity in any way whatsoever. So the next thing you know, he's using X/Twitter to shit all over Donald Trump. He's like, without me, Trump would have lost the election. Dems would control the House and the Republicans would be 51-49 in the Senate. Such ingratitude. Oh my God, he admitted. He literally fucking admitted the whole goddamn thing. Our democracy no longer exists, y'all. The rich decide, we already knew this, of course, but he's admitting it. Your vote doesn't fucking count. Elon Musk decides who is going to be your president. They're not even trying to fucking hide it, folks. If the revolution happens, this is why. They took our vote away, and then they're going to be curious. What did we do? What did we do that caused you guys to rise up against us? You stole democracy, you pieces of fucking shit, and then you admitted to it. You didn't even try to hide it. And then Elon posting this meme about Donald Trump. I have a plan to cut spending. Increase spending. Yeah, that's fucking stupid. Elon, for once, telling the truth. He can only tell the truth, though, when it benefits him, right? Otherwise, it's everyday lie all the fucking way. Surprisingly, you didn't say any of this true. Like when you were working for Trump, though, when you were saying, oh my God, Trump's the best guy. I love Trump more than I could literally love any other heterosexual man. What the fuck? They deleted this? What the fuck was this? What was it? Okay, well, God damn it. Anyway, so then Trump, I don't know why they fucking, Elon Musk deleted it, I guess. Okay, I guess Elon Musk is going through and, is he going through and deleting everything? Because that's going to suck for my whole fucking show. Oh my God, I hope he didn't go through and delete every fucking thing. Because it's going to be a short fucking show. This fucking, all right, he didn't delete everything. Good, some of it's still up there. Basically, he was calling Trump a liar in this one. Trump made a video that said, Elon already knew all about the big, beautiful bill. He already knew everything that was in it, and he supported it. He didn't start bitching and complaining until after we booted his ass out of the fucking White House. And Elon was like, he's lying. I guess he's gone back and deleted that now. Cowardly fucking Elon Musk. Why wouldn't he? Here's how you memory hold things in real fucking time, folks, right before your eyes. You can witness it. And then folks, he starts talking about Donald Trump being a pedophile. Yeah, dropping the big bombs after Trump called him a liar, said that he was said that he was okay with the big beautiful bill when he was hanging out with Trump. Now he's all bitter and petty about it. Elon's like, time to drop the really big bomb. At real Donald Trump is in the Epstein files. That is the real reason they have not been made public. Have a nice day, DJT. Oh, shit, shots goddamn fired, but you knew he was a pedophile when you was working for him. You knew all this when you gave him $300 million. You did not give a shit. None of you give a shit. Oh, my God, you're all so fucking fake. It's wild how fake these motherfuckers are. And so then, next thing you know, Elon Musk sharing footage of Donald Trump hanging out with Jeffrey Epstein. What the shit? Oh, no. The honeymoon is over. These two going for the fucking juggler. And I know you guys already know this because I've covered this a million fucking times. But in case there's like a MAGA who just clicked on the thumbnail because it's fucking awesome and is watching this show and you're like, what are you talking about? Donald Trump has no connection to Jeffrey Epstein. Oh, yeah, he does.
Charges that Jeffrey Epstein was running a sex trafficking ring in the early 2000s.
Start over.
Charges that Jeffrey Epstein was running a sex trafficking ring in the early 2000s that included underage girls as young as 14 years old.
Donald Trump in 2002 said of Epstein, he's a lot of fun to be with. It's even said that he likes beautiful women as much as I do, and many of them are on the younger side.
He routinely spoke fawningly of Jeffrey. He admired Epstein's lifestyle.
Your daughter, she's beautiful. Can I say this? A piece of it.
She's actually always been very voluptuous.
My dog's so voluptuous.
She's got marvelous legs.
Ooh, my dog's got legs.
We don't know whether or not she's got this part yet.
You were playing tennis and you came off the court. Quote, look at that piece of I would love some of that. It so happened that Trump was referring to Cohen's then 15-year-old daughter.
Oh, shocker.
I had the impression that he was interested in younger women and that, you know, women would age out for him.
Miss Teen Universe? Yeah, that's like giving Jeffrey Dahmer a cooking show.
I'll go backstage before a show, and everyone's getting dressed and ready and everything else. And I'm allowed to go in because I'm the owner of the pageant, and therefore I'm inspecting it. I standing there with no...
Donald Trump is heard making questionable comments about a young girl.
You going up the escalator? I'm going to be dating her in 10 years.
A lawsuit against the presumptive GOP nominee alleges he raped a girl when she was 13 years old.
Prince Andrew answering questions for the first time about his friendship with convicted...
So look, I'm going to turn that off. I know no conservative actually gives a shit about any of this. I know you're completely fucking fakes. I know you're just cult members. You're pretending sometimes like you care about this, but we know you really don't. It's so fucking lame. That's why everybody is just blocking you now. That's why your kids won't talk to you. That's why nobody wants to have anything to do with you. The truth is you're fucking awful, and you're the people of nothing. And Trump, man, y'all, apparently next thing you know, after Elon Musk sharing videos of Trump hanging out with Jeffrey Epstein, Trump telling everybody, fuck Tesla. I'm selling my Tesla, y'all.
Memo on the South Lawn a few months ago to try to help Elon Musk's business while it was being vandalized.
Right, remember that? Remember when Trump did that giant fucking commercial for Tesla right on the White House lawn? One of the most embarrassing moments in the history of this country, and that's saying something. Remember that?
We're told that Tesla, still sitting there, the red Tesla with Florida tags, is either going to be given away or sold off. And we are told that it was about a month that Elon Musk was wearing thin on Trump. So this was not a sudden exit.
So this is also what Trump said in the video that Elon Musk deleted. He said that Elon Musk was wearing thin on everybody for the last week that he was there, basically verifying what the other report said, that everybody fucking hated Elon Musk. And of course, that's why Elon Musk is so pissed off, because he knew everybody hated his guts. He knew they basically kicked him on his ass after he donated all that fucking money. He knew he got used up and fucking spit out, and he's goddamn butthurt as shit.
And then blow up. There was about a month that he was wearing thin, the president's word. Something else, there was some reporting today about the possibility of a Trump and Elon Musk phone call.
No phone call! Bitter feud, fight forever, please. But why did he return it? The Tesla is all computer. I thought he liked that. Oh well, yeah, this is Trump now. Bought it before Elon went crazy. Yeah, I feel you, Donald Trump. A lot of people having the same reaction. Nobody can blame you for this one. And then Elon Musk firing back once again at Donald Trump. Donald Trump is like, Elon, he's mad because I removed the EV credits, y'all.
But if they picked him, I would have won Pennsylvania. I won it by a lot. But I'm very disappointed because Elon knew the inner workings of this bill.
He did.
Better than almost anybody sitting here. Better than you people. He knew everything about it. He had no problem with it. All of a sudden he had a problem. And he only developed the problem when he found out that we're going to have to cut the EV mandate. Because that's billions and billions of dollars. And it really is unfair. We want to have cars of all types. Electric, we want to have electric, but we want to have a gasoline combustion. We want to have different. We want to have hybrids. We want to have all.
What's the difference
between
gasoline and combustion?
And when that was cut, and Congress wanted to cut it, it became a little bit different, and I can understand that.
I can understand.
He knew every aspect of this bill. He knew it better than almost anybody.
Better than you.
And he never had a problem until right after he left. And if you saw the statements he made about me, which I'm sure you can get very easily, it's very fresh.
I saw it
on tape. He said the most beautiful things about me. And he hasn't said bad about me personally, but I'm sure that'll
literally said you're the Epstein files and you're a pedophile, but okay.
Next. But I'm very disappointed.
So disappointed.
I've helped Elon a lot.
Helped you so much.
Mr. President, I just want to clarify, did he raise any of these concerns with you privately before he raised them publicly? And this is the guy.
No, because he's too much of a fucking chicken shit to do that. He waited till you guys kicked him out on his ass, and then he got all mad about it. And so then Trump even going more for the juggler with this rambling nonsense.
He wanted that person, a certain person, and we said no. And, I can understand why he's upset. Remember, he was here for a long time. You saw a man who was very happy when he stood behind the Oval Desk.
Standing behind me.
And even with the black eye, I said, you want a little makeup? We'll get you a little makeup.
So this is weird what he's saying here. He's basically trying to jab Elon Musk right in the black eye. He's like, I said, hey, you want a little makeup? We'll get you a little makeup. But he didn't want any makeup. But what's weird is, in the original clip where the reporter says, hey, what's with that black eye? Trump looks at Elon and says, I didn't even notice that. So he just lies about the dumbest fucking shit. There's no reason to lie about this. Why is he doing it? He just gets off on fucking lying. He thinks he can take a jab off Elon Musk about it for some reason.
He stood behind the Oval Desk, and even with the black eye, I said, do you want a little makeup? We'll get you a little makeup. But he said, no, I don't think so, which is interesting.
It's interesting.
And very nice. He wants to be who he is, so you could make that statement too.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Look, Elon, he wanted that.
None of that made sense, whatever. It seems like he was trying to insult Elon, but it didn't go anywhere because it's Trump. And then the big bomb started dropping. Trump calls for the terminating of Musk federal contracts. Ooh, baby. Ooh, don't threaten me with a good time, Donald Trump. Donald Trump says the easiest way to save money in our budget. Cut the military? No. Billions and billions of dollars is to terminate Elon Musk's government subsidies and contracts. I was always surprised that Biden didn't do it. Really? While Elon Musk was sitting right next to you and then you were giving him tons and tons of government contracts, billions and billions of dollars worth, you were surprised that Joe Biden I don't even know what you're talking about. Elon was wearing thin. I asked him to leave. There he goes. I took away his EV mandate that forced everyone to buy electric cars that nobody else wanted, that he knew for months I was going to do, and he just went crazy. Hey, yeah, I'm not a pedophile who was best friends with Jeffrey Epstein. Elon's just butthurt about the EV mandates, which he might be a little bit butthurt about that, but he's been on the record for a while saying that he don't give a shit about it. So, anyway. But, buddy, please go on and stop that. That's fucking annoying, dude. And that fight just gets better and better, y'all. Then afterwards, Elon basically says, all right, fuck around and find out, motherfucker. I am going to dismantle the rocket that I specifically made for the government to go save their astronauts. He says, in light of the president's statement about cancellation of my government contract, SpaceX will begin decommissioning its Dragon spacecraft immediately. Which, the only reason he has the power to make this threat is because billionaires like him have petitioned the government, have lobbied the government to defund NASA and take the entire space race private. For the first time in the history of this country, since the beginning of our space program, we don't even have a fucking space program. As Americans, we're too stupid to come together and unite our resources and have things that benefit us all, like space exploration. So billionaires lobby the government. They stop it. That's enough of that. Stop. So they lobby the government over and fucking over again. And then the government defunds NASA. And then we're dependent on them for all our space exploration. So when crew gets lost in space, gets trapped on a space station, we have no choice but to call Elon Musk to come bail us fucking out. But none of this should be possible anyway. The U.S. government should own SpaceX. It should all be nationalized. It should be absorbed into fucking NASA. None of this should be for the profit of billionaires, and it should be all be for the good of mankind and our nation. But of course it's not. He makes the problem, and then he comes in like he's a fucking hero and says, say thank you, when he solves the fucking problem he caused. So then he's like, Eric Berger says, this would both end the International Space Station and simultaneously provide no safe way to safely deorbit it. And so Elon's like, this is getting better and better. Go ahead, make my day. So they're having a real dick measuring contest. That's not a dog. That's fucking half stash showing his fucking ass. He hears me talking loud, and he's got to be like, oh, daddy, I got to get your fucking face and fuck your shit up. And so I love it, folks. I love it when the billionaire class fights. Go away. Stop it. You're about to get out in the fucking hallway, dude. It's annoying as fuck. And then Musk starts agreeing that Donald Trump should be impeached. Man, we went from 0 to 100 almost instantly. He's retweeting I Am Mouse Chong, the wrongest boy on the internet, who literally gets paid by Elon Musk. He knows which side his bread is butter on. So even though he's been a long time Donald Trump sycophant supporter, a nut writer, oh no, I'm with my daddy Elon in this fight. So I Am Mouse Chong, the wrongest boy on the internet, who is literally a foreign agent. I'm gonna pop your butt if you don't fucking go away. Don't make me do that. Who is literally a foreign agent, lives in Malaysia, never been to the United States, says, President versus Elon, who wins? My money is on Elon. Duh, that's your boss. Trump should be impeached and J.D. Vance should replace him. Yes, says Elon Musk. Yes, let's impeach Donald Trump, the guy that you spent $300 million to get elected. Then Trump fired fucking back. Of course he did. They're having a nut-kicking contest back and forth. Here he is claiming Elon's just upset because he misses the place. And the only reason he's shitting on me and calling me a pedophile and saying I should be impeached is because he has Trump derangement syndrome.
Should people not take him seriously about spending now? Are you saying this is all sour grapes?
No, he worked hard and he did a good job. And I'll be honest, I think he misses the place. I think he got out there and all of a sudden he wasn't in this beautiful Oval Office, and he's got nice offices too. But there's something about this one. I was telling the Chancellor, this is where it is. People come in here, even from Germany. They come in and they walk into the Oval Office, and it's just a special place. It's, you know, World War I, it started and it ended here, and World War II, and so many other things. Everything big comes right from this beautiful space. It's now much more beautiful than it was 6 months ago.
Gaudy as fuck.
A lot of good things are happening in this room.
Horrible shit happening.
I'll tell you, he's not the first. People leave my administration.
And they hate me. They know me a little while.
And they love us. And then at some point they miss it so badly. And some of them embrace it, and some of them actually become hostile. I don't know what it is. It's sort of Trump derangement syndrome, I guess they call it. But
that's right. That's what they call it. I could just hand wave away all the criticism about me and just claim they have Trump derangement syndrome. This is what Trump sycophants do. You can lay out the best argument against Trump you possibly can, filled with facts, details, quotes from him, diagrams, charts, statistics, and they'll be like, Trump derangement syndrome, which allows them just to ignore every fucking thing you're saying. So that's what he's doing. He's giving permission to anyone to just dismiss Elon Musk's claims about him because he's deranged. It's like a mental virus protection. Keeps your current virus from being rewritten. And so that, Elon firing back. Elon's like, where's this man? Who wrote these words? Was he replaced by a body double? And posting all of Trump's words from the past. I cannot believe the Republicans are extending this debt ceiling. I am a Republican and I am embarrassed. No member of Congress should be eligible for re-election if our country's budget is not balanced. Deficits not allowed. No member of Congress should be eligible for re-election if our country's budget is not balanced. Deficits not allowed, he said yet again. I think that's the same tweet. Anyway, regardless. That's when he wasn't in charge, baby. That's when he wasn't getting direct kick-ups to the mob boss, okay? He's got to keep the money flowing, all right? He wants to become the richest man in the world. He's not going to get there by cutting the budget back. Pork for everybody, baby. Just remember who your daddy is. Make sure I have my envelope at the beginning of the month or else. And Elon was okay with it, too, when it benefited him. The moment he got his little fifis hurt, That's the only reason he's crying about it. And then he's telling the truth once again. And once again, only started telling the truth after he left the administration. The Trump tariffs will cause a recession in the second half of this year. I don't know if that's true, but Elon trying to freak everybody out. Can I finally say that Trump's tariffs are super stupid? Yeah, I've been saying that from the very fucking beginning. They don't make any sense. I mean, they do totally make any sense if you're trying to move the tax burden from the rich to the poor and the middle class. It makes perfect fucking sense. You know, if you want more for them and less for us, that's all they fucking ever want, right? It's the only thing Republicans exist for, and mostly what Democrats also exist for in this stupid country. And then Elon sent a message out to all the other Republicans. Hey, you motherfuckers, better choose me over Donald Trump. You better think fucking wisely. You know why? Oh, some food for thought as they ponder this question. Trump has 3.5 years left as president, but I will be around for 40 plus years. Yeah. Hey, this motherfucker is 82 or some shit. He ain't gonna live very much longer. This motherfucker fat. He gonna die, y'all. But me, I'm the richest motherfucker on the planet. Okay. I'm going to take the youth serum. AI going to make me live forever. I'm going to be around a while. You guys better choose wisely. Shot across the bow, Republicans. Who you going to pick? Epic rap battles of history. I actually wrote an epic rap battle of history just for this. I spent about 2 hours last night writing it, and it was fucking terrible. Never let anybody see that bullshit. And then AOC actually agree with Elon Musk. Elon Musk, for once, telling the truth. He's like, whatever, keep the EV solar incentives, cuts the bill. Even though no oil gas subsidies are touched, very unfair. But ditch the mountain of disgusting pork. Yeah, Elon finally calling out the gas subsidies. It's like $30 billion a year just to subsidize the oil industries for no fucking reason. Just, they're rich. Let's give them more fucking money. Why not? We're the biggest suckers and losers on the planet. We're here to be ripped off, folks. That's our entire purpose in life. To work at your little shitty, meaningless goddamn job for 30 years till you have a fucking heart attack in your cubicle. And in the meantime, kick all your money up to the mob bosses, to the super rich and the oil company as they're burning down your whole planet, as they're destroying our environment for your future children. More money for them, of course. Oh, yeah, AOC says, agrees and says, we warned at every step that GOP planned to do this. They said so, but y'all decided bullying trans people was more important than sensible energy policy. Republicans are fossil fuel extremists. They are owned by oil and gas and Israel. Committed to ending EV, solar, etc. You supported it? Yes, you did, Elon. Yes, you did. And now take it. That, folks, while this horrible feud is going on, I want you to remember what they took from you. Well, you can take all right, I'm turning the audio off so I don't get copyrighted, but oh my God, this sucks like shit. Oh, I hate AI. I hope it stops existing. This blows my ass. These guys are stupid lame. I don't know what I'm saying. Fuck everything about this video. All right, I'm not good with improv. It doesn't matter. Terrible, but hey, remember, this is the cool ass shit that got Trump elected the first time. I hate everything about this world. And you know who predicted this whole goddamn thing? The good billionaire, quote unquote, Mark Cuban. Now, I do got a message from Mark Cuban. I appreciate you're trying to be based a little bit. I appreciate you're trying to come out on the side of progressivism and, what's right. But I'll also say there are no good billionaires. All billionaires get the guillotine in the end, so give your money away before it's too late. That's a little advice from me to you. Hey, I'm not making any threats. I have nothing to do with it. Nothing to do with me. I'm just predicting the future. And my prediction is all billionaires are going to get the guillotine. So just say it. Give your money away. Keep it before it's too late. Cuban says, a long time ago, Cuban said this last year. He said, Elon, there will come a time when you need something from Donald Trump. You will think you will have earned the right to ask and receive. You have been a loyal, faithful soldier for him. You have supported him politically for tens of millions of dollars, hundreds, in fact. Then, at the point you need him the most, you will find out what so many before you have learned. His loyalty is only to himself, and true story. He must have known that, but I guess it was good while it lasted. And Elon Musk got some major benefits from being part of Trump's inner circle, too. He got paid, right? Hell, fucking the Tesla stock went up like $100, which is, what, $100 billion for Elon, something like some crazy like that. So yeah, he doing fine. But confusion, MAGA confused. They don't know which side to blow. You suck Trump's dick or do you suck Elon's dick? Whose dick are you sucking? Don't worry. I know it seems like they're fighting, but conservatives have somehow found a way to do a little cognitive dissonance, to do a little double think, and still support them both, even though logically you can't. Logic has nothing to do with any of this. So first off, Jack piece of shit, he wants all of you guys to know everything's fine. Everybody calm down. Some of y'all can't handle 2 high agency males, 2 top of the line genetic specimen alpha males just butting heads. That's all that's happening here, folks. Nothing to see. Totally normal. Going at it, and it really shows. This is a direct communication phallocentric. What? Why you gotta bring dicks into this? Versus indirect communication gynocentric. I understand you aren't used to it. Yeah, you can't understand the just high level of manliness that checks notes Donald Trump and Elon Musk, 2 of the biggest pussies who ever lived, 2 fat, never worked out, unathletic dough bitches. Yeah, super masculinity going on here. You can't understand it though, folks. You can't handle that level of testosterone. And other people had thoughts. Like Joe Rogan, apparently this is kind of wild, folks. When Elon Musk first tweeted out that Donald Trump was a giant pedo that is on the Epstein files, in real time, Joe Rogan found out about it, and guess who he had on his show while he was talking about it? Just so happened, Kash Patel, the guy who is in charge of our FBI, was on the Joe Rogan show. The guy who 100% is the one keeping the Epstein files from being released. The guy 100% who knows what's on the Epstein files. The perfect person to ask if Trump is on the Epstein files. As Elon Musk suggests, let's see if Joe Rogan has the balls to ask him directly the one thing he absolutely knows.
This is going to come up because it's been going on since we've been recording here. Elon and Trump seem to be in a bit of a spat, Joe. You want to check the tweet that Elon just put out a little bit ago?
Time to drop the really big bomb. Donald Trump is in the Epstein files. That's the real reason they have not been made public. Have a nice day. Jesus Christ.
I'm not participating in any of that conversation.
Why? You're the FBI director. You've literally seen the files. If Trump is not in the Epstein files, just say, hey, I've seen that shit. He ain't on it. That's all you got to say. The fact that you're not immediately saying that leads me to believe he's all over it, dude. What's the only other takeaway from this that makes sense?
What is he? Have a nice day, DJT. Someone should take his phone away.
They're going back and forth about different things. And
yeah.
Listen, well, he said he was disappointed in Elon.
Yeah, they told him to leave.
Jesus Christ, that's a crazy thing to say. How does he know? Does he know that Donald Trump is in the Epstein?
We all know it's true. What the fuck? They were best friends. He's all over the goddamn flight list. What are you talking about? Literally, he's on goddamn tape talking about how he loves fucking Jeffrey Epstein. Just what the shit?
Files? Does he have access to the Epstein files?
I don't know how he would, but I'm just staying out of the Trump Elon thing. That's way outside my lane.
What the fuck are they doing?
You're the guy.
I know my lane, and that ain't it.
I just don't.
There's no lane that has ever been more your lane than this. You're right in the fucking middle of the bowling. You're one of the fucking pins. You're like the main pin in the center of this goddamn lane.
I understand he owns Twitter. I think it's bad for your mental health. I think posting things public all day and arguing with people all day is bad for you.
That's true.
Well, you raise a great point.
You raise a great point. He's going to say some bullshit that is not related. He's going to immediately change the subject because he wants no part of admitting, goddamn, obviously Trump is all over the Epstein files. That's why it's not released yet. What the shit, y'all? And but don't worry, folks. Lest you think these two men are actually fighting. No. It's 9D Connect 4 or something. It's 10D Shoots and Ladders. It's a psyop, folks. They're tricking the Democrats to fall into their trap. They got this masterful trap. You're just not smart to understand and see it, but I'm going to walk you through it, okay? First off, DC Dorado. Dems are walking right into the trap. He posts Democrats. Kill the bill and release the Epstein files. Yeah, hey, Democrats, like, I'm not a Democrat, I'm progressive, but we've all been calling to release the Epstein files for fucking ever, right? Like zero have said don't release the Epstein files. Now, I know that Biden could have done it, but Biden is a corrupt, criminal, child murdering, ghoulish corpse sack of shit. He probably all over the fucking Epstein files too, for all I fucking know. I don't know, he didn't do it. But all the rest of us Democrats, or all the other Democrats, was like, yeah, release that shit. Release it immediately, because we assumed Donald Trump would be all over it. But now they're trying to pretend like we didn't want the Epstein files released, and now they're trying to do this in order to trick us into demanding the files that we've always demanded be released are released. So DC Drano, who you might remember, is one of the people that got the fake photos of the Epstein files. Remember, the White House was trying to pretend, here he is, was trying to pretend like they were releasing the Epstein files, so they released all these files that were already public that weren't actually the Epstein files to make it, to con people. So if people say, why didn't you release the Epstein files? They go, we did. We gave all these right-wing influencers the binders. Of course, nothing came of this because it wasn't the Epstein files, and all these people that got the binders just dropped it. Because what are you going to do? You're going to admit they gave you fake fucking binders in order to cover up the fact they're not releasing the Epstein files? Of course, they're not going to do that. So they just basically went crickets on the whole fucking thing. And now here is claiming this is some kind of genius 7D chess. Dems are walking right into the trap. What is the trap? Explain the trap to me, please. Doesn't make any fucking sense, but a lot of people spreading these conspiracy theories like a QAnon nutbag. The Trump-Musk feud is 5D chess. So here's a tweet put out by Liz Cronkite, one of the very popular QAnon leaders. Let's see if you can follow this logic, folks. Elon Musk baits media and claims President Trump is in the Epstein files. Prepare for an epic media faceplant on this. Oh my God, they're going to show us media so bad. Elon Musk just tweeted that President Trump is in the Jeffrey Epstein files, and the Democrats and the media will no doubt have a field day with this. Oh, hell yeah. However, just sit back and relax, because I have no doubt this will boomerang gloriously in Trump's favor. Yeah, masterful gambit, sir. And make the deep state look like fools yet again. Oh, he's going to get away with it again, too. If it wasn't for you meddling kids. Here's why. President Trump, of course, would be in the Epstein files. Of course he would. Because he was in Epstein's black book. Really? Say more. More importantly, he was the only associate of Epstein in that black book who helped Bradley Edwards, who represented dozens of Epstein's victims, with the case against prolific pedophile. Hey, Trump is actually a good guy who was working undercover with the FBI to bring down Epstein. That's what was happening, folks. As far as Trump being the reason they can't be made public, that makes perfect sense, y'all. Considering that it was Trump's Attorney General Jeffrey Sessions who started the investigation into Epstein under Trump's direction, which led to the arrest of Epstein and several of his associates. And I bet those files also contain classified information that can't be made public quite yet. That will reveal that Trump was perhaps working undercover with white hats to take Epstein and his ring down, going back multiple decades. That's right, folks. That's why Donald Trump hasn't released the Epstein files, because he was secretly undercover working with the FBI to bring the whole ring down, and he can't let anybody know that. That would make him look too good. Can't have that, folks. Believe it. But folks, it would not matter if the FBI released a video of Trump raping a baby. It would not matter. Not a bit. Not a bit. Even if Liz Cronkite, all these people knew for 100% fact that Donald Trump did it, they would still justify it to themselves. They'd be like, well, I don't like it, but hey, God doesn't call the qualified. He qualifies the called. Let he who is without sin cast the first stone. He's changed man. I don't like the fact that he did that to a baby a long time ago, but God has put his hand on him, and he's changed. We have to have forgiveness in hearts. Hey, all sins are equal in the eyes of God. If you have told a lie to somebody, that's the same thing as raping a baby. Are you better than Donald Trump? The Bible says you're not 100%. They would make a fucking excuse for it. So it doesn't matter. None of this matters. They do not give a shit about any of this. It's all fucking fake. We all know that. We all see through it. But they ain't stopping it from trying, folks. So this is how the game is played. So they don't have to comment on the fact that Donald Trump is obviously in the Epstein files and that Elon Musk is calling them out about it. So instead, they're going to pretend like Donald Trump and Elon Musk are in cohorts together, and that this is all a psyop, just so they don't have to answer the question right now or respond to it in any meaningful way. And then as the time goes by and it turns out that they are not in fucking cohorts whatsoever, they'll just drop this and then move on to something else. That's all they're trying to do, is delay time till you forget about what's going on here, so they don't have to actually comment about it. Case in point, here's a Patriot Josh. Strategic deception. Elon versus Trump. The feud that isn't. To the untrained eye, the current feud between Elon Musk and President Trump might appear to be yet another case of ego, ambition, or ideological fiction, but to those trained in military strategy, psychological warfare, and counterintelligence operation, this is a textbook execution of Sun Tzu's cardinal principles. It's the art of war, baby. Genius shit going on here. Nope, you go away immediately. Appear weak when you are strong. Let's dissect this. Let's do. Elon, arguably the most powerful civilian technocrat in the world, launches a public poll proposing the creation of a new centrist, lost my place, political party. Meanwhile, Trump, the architect of the modern populist revolt and the face of the MAGA movement, criticizes him openly. The media predictably bites the bait like a starving fish, amplifying the schism. But here's the truth. This is an orchestrated psyop, a strategic feint designed to lure the deep state into a false sense of confidence. Why? Because ammo, both literal and informational, is scarce in the information war. Patriots want the enemy to expand it all prematurely. Psychological warfare 101. The brain seeks binary conflict when two icons appear divided. Dopamine surges and tribal loyalty increases. The deep state sees division, they relax. Meanwhile, behind the curtain, full spectrum coordination. Trump and Musk are running asymmetric information ops, allowing the enemy to believe that internal fractures exist, just long enough for them to drop their guard and go all in. Once their final wave of attacks fail, patriots can strike with full exposure and maximum effect. Just ask yourself, why would two men with near identical views on free speech, AI control, border security, NATO waste, and anti-globalism, and economic independence suddenly diverge over a pork-loaded bill that both publicly oppose? Because they don't both publicly oppose it, and because it's about their fucking egos, because both of them want to rule the roost, and you can't both be our president. They're not divided. They're playing divided. In warfare, you don't wait for the enemy to divide you. You divide yourself on your own terms. It's just genius, folks. Can't you see the genius behind this entire fucking plan? So don't worry about it. Hey, what's actually happening is not really happening. Don't believe your own eyes. Believe this bullshit that I'm making up right now and saying. What are you doing? And they cannot be real, but they are, folks. Right-wing Cope posts this one. Elon Musk and Donald Trump are trolling 100. I wouldn't be surprised if they weren't sitting side by side posting. Yeah, isn't that real life, folks? Don't these people live in reality? Elon Musk and Donald Trump are in it together, side by side, just posting and laughing. Forward to each chest, baby. Even though Elon's stock price went down like $50 yesterday. It went up a little bit today, but it went down $50 yesterday. So genius gambit, sir. Convicted felon Dinesh D'Souza ask, is this some sort of perverse scheme to force the release of the Epstein files? Yeah, if only we could find the person who has the power to release the Epstein files. Who could somehow this is a scheme from Donald Trump to trick Donald Trump into releasing the Epstein files. Huh? It's just crazy enough to work, y'all. Don't you doubt his genius. How great would it be to have a horde of bad guys publicly exposed? Then Trump and Elon break out the champagne. Elon says, told you I could get Democrats to scream for that list. Laughter, that's right there, laughing. They're just laughing at the fact that they've tricked Democrats into wanting them to release the files. But they can't do it, folks. They can't release it until the Democrats want them to do it. That's the law. They don't make the law, folks. They have to follow it because law and order and all that shit, right? And, Cody Johnson got this one. Holy shit, it's already working. Did we just psyop the Dems into demanding the release of the Epstein files? Careful what you wish for. These two are playing 5D whilst the Dems are playing checkers. That's right, y'all. We're playing fucking, I'm playing tic-tac-toe. They already took the bait, hook, line, and sinker. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Yeah. I'm thinking you're the dumbest fucking idiots on the planet. I'm thinking that you don't actually believe a word you're fucking saying. You're just incredibly dishonest. That's what I'm thinking. And 16 chess one more time. Oh, I forgot to read you what Cody Johnson said. Cody Johnson is like, after reading all that shit, President Trump couldn't release the Epstein files until the Democrats asked him to. Yeah, that's fucking reality. Super genius. Trump kind of seems like a pussy. I'm just saying, if he can't release the files that the Democrats want him to, that's sort of a puss, right? And yeah, Ruby Tubi. The whole fight is a lie. Elon and Trump made a deal. Elon needed to separate from Trump to rebuild his business. Trump needed help on the bill, so Elon is applying pressure to rhinos. It's very smart. Yes. Genius. And then I'll call you a pedophile? And then Trump's like, haha, yes, that is 100% something I'd be okay with. Immediately, please go public and point out all of my connections to Jeffrey Epstein. This is what I want very much. Thank you, sir. Doomed as doom can be, I must say. If 25% of the people believe in a alternative reality, we all have to commit suicide in this current system, folks. It's just genius. And then strange take from Nancy Mace. Nancy Mace says, Democrats all of a sudden want to release the Epstein files. Thank you, Donald Trump and Elon Musk. Well played, gentlemen. Game, set, match. That's right, folks. They played the fuck out of us. I mean, they're not releasing the files, but they played us somehow. They win in this scenario somehow. Yay! And that. Oh, yeah, hey, genius plan. This is something only the brilliance of Nathan Fielder could come up with, all right? The plan? Spend millions to get a pedophile elected. And then tell everyone he's a pedophile. Genius! What the fuck? See, that's why he's the richest man in the world. Whole nother level. And then, not everybody taking it so well, folks. Alex Jones seems to be insinuating he thinks perhaps Donald Trump might be a giant fucking pedo. Elon Musk says time to drop the really big bomb. Donald Trump is in the Epstein files. That is the real reason they have not been made public. To which Elon Musk, using this old picture, he looks better now. I don't know why you don't change your picture. It's weird. You're on Ozempic now. At least you paid for it. Show off the body, Alex Jones. Anyway, Alex Jones says, this world stands on the brink of total destruction. And then somebody says, now you understand the plan, the pain in Dan Bongino's eyes when you see him on any public media. He knows the reason the Epstein list won't drop. He knows the assassination was faked. He knows the level of the grift with foreign money and the Middle Eastern countries. Sad to see. If he knows all that, why is he still working for it? Doesn't that make him evil as shit? Doesn't that make him part of this pedophilia cabal? Fuck that guy if that's true. And then Alex Jones is like, maybe. Didn't he spell maybe right? It's a 5-letter word, Donald Trump. I mean, not Donald Trump, Alex Jones. But anyway, even Donald Trump spreading this, I would say bullshit, but it's not bullshit. It's actually true. Spreading some truth for once. Hard to believe. But Cat Turd is pissed, y'all. Cat Turd cannot fucking believe it. And Cat Turd about to fuck around and find out and bite the hands that feeds him. Not smart, Cat Turd, but Cat Turd picked his side. Donald Trump is my daddy, says Cat Turd. So he real angry at Mr. Alex Jones. Cat Turd says, what a piece of shit Alex Jones turned out to be. What a fucking fraud. He's literally implying here that Trump is a pedo. He is, because he is. He's been silent all day while Trump has been viciously attacked with lies. I mean, as people told the truth about him. I used to respect Alex Jones, but now he is just a piece of shit fraud. What a fucking sellout. Uh-oh. Honeymoon's over. You done lost the Cat Turd vote, Alex Jones. And then Alex Jones fires back at Cat Turd in the world we're living in right now that I have to report on for some reason. Cat Turd is like, fuck him for not coming out on Trump's side and taking Elon's side. And Alex Jones is like, I'm not in your cult. But he is. I mean, you're in the same cult, you lying motherfucker. Anyway, he pretended. And so then Cat Turd, once again, Cat Turd fighting back. I love it, folks. They're killing each other. Cat Turd. He mad at fucking Tim Pool now. Ball Tim Pool. Elon, 2028, even Ball Tim Pool taking Elon Musk's side. Ball Tim Pool knows where the money is, okay? Elon Musk, much more likely to come off with that cheddar than Donald Trump is. Donald Trump to get rich by cutting a lot of checks. Elon will bribe whoever the fuck he needs to get a little good press. So, never to miss a payday, Ball Tim Pool. Elon, 2028. And Cat Turd mad at Ball Tim Pool now. Cat Turd is like, never forget who the people are who never supported Trump until the last minute. When it was popular, I call them podcast bros. I mean, he's right. They do jump to whatever is popular in order to make a fucking buck. They're a con artist, just like you are, Cat Turd. But then, folks, oopsies. It turns out Elon is your boss. You literally make 100% of your money posting on Twitter. And the reason you make so much money, Cat Turd, is because Elon Musk signal boost for you constantly. He retweets you all the fucking time. He gives you that Elon Musk rub, and he sends some of the 200 million subscribers that he has your way, and then he pays you more than he pays anybody else because you're one of his special chosen mouthpieces, one of his special propagandists that he has basically bought and paid for with Twitter ads, right? Oopsies, I think you're about to lose your paycheck. Elon dropped cat turd. And so cat turd's like, Elon Musk has unsubscribed and unfollowed me. Yep, oopsies. You're fucking dead as dog shit, dude. Alex Jones says he's not in my Trump cult. Many large influencer accounts desperately tried to stay neutral today. I never changed in years. If you want to criticize Trump's bill, no problem. If you don't like Trump's policies, no problem. I'm okay with that. If you don't like Trump's tariffs, I'll listen to your side. But when you come out and call Trump a pedophile, that's when you cross the red line. Don't care about anything you have to say after that when you're going to, when you don't get paid anymore, dude. Cat Turd gonna have to get a real job. This dude gonna commit suicide. I predict Cat 2 gonna be dead within a year, folks. Let's see if it happens. I don't care how many followers I lose. All of them. You're gonna lose all of them that pay you at least. I don't care what anybody says. You're going to. You can't go against Trump. And I'm coming. You go against Trump and I'm coming after you. Bring it, bitch. Anybody else tired of these wishy-washy, fair-weather friend Trump supporters? Some of the people I respect the most are just total sellouts now. They don't have the balls to come out in full support of Trump when things get the slightest controversial. I'm tired of it. If you're a real Trump supporter, sound off, let's fucking go. And then basically it's a whole bunch of other shit of him melting down all fucking day over it. And I don't blame him. Welcome to unemployment, you dumbass motherfucker. Then you know who else was pretty pissed about this whole thing? Sloppy Steve Bannon. Sloppy Steve Bannon went out there and was like, oh no, this motherfucker didn't come out against my daddy Trump. We can't have that. You are not allowed to say what the fuck you want to. I don't care how fucking rich you are. So then he came out. I am of the strong belief that Elon Musk is an illegal alien and he should be deported from the country immediately. What? I actually agree with Sloppy Steve Bannon. Deport this bitch. And then fellow comrade, Communist Steve Bannon, is now demanding the government seize SpaceX. Make it part of the federal government. They're talking about seizing private companies now, y'all. Here's the modern day conservative party for you.
The action that President Trump should be taking immediately, I think, when he threatens to take one of the big programs out of SpaceX, President Trump tonight should sign an executive order calling for the Defense Production Act to be called in SpaceX and seize SpaceX tonight before midnight. The U.S. government should...
Hell yeah, comrade! Woo! I can't believe I am fucking agreeing with Steve Bannon. That's exactly what should happen. They should seize SpaceX, seize fucking Twitter, seize Tesla, seize all that shit. Let's nationalize it. 100% of the profit goes directly to the Treasury. It goes right into our profit, our pockets to lower the tax rate of poor middle class, baby. Let's fucking do it. Hell yeah.
Seize it. If a guy's going to sit there and start making quotes, also, as Stuart Stevens talked back in January, I don't know why we haven't had a full investigation. Look, if you're going to deport illegal aliens, you got to deport illegal aliens. Yeah. The good go with the good, the goose and the gander.
Hell yeah.
They got to go back to this, as Stuart Stevens talked about, and go through everything about his immigration status. I happen to believe, given the facts that I've been shown, that he's an illegal alien, and illegal aliens got to be deported.
That's right. Deport his ass, seize all his shit, finally. A Republican platform I can get on board with, y'all. And then he threatened to rip Elon Musk fucking face off. So this war, mwah, 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 as always, 3 chef kiss delicious. Love to see the whole goddamn MAGA movement split in fucking half. But don't worry, Elon Musk. If they start seizing your companies, I know somewhere you can run to be completely safe. Top Russian official offers political asylum to Elon Musk. Yeah, Elon, you should take all your companies over to Russia. They're definitely going to be safe from government seizure there. Yeah. You know, they're licking their fucking chops. Comrade Elon, come on over. Bring all your money to our bank accounts. It will be perfectly safe. Yeah, they're going to throw you out the window, Elon. They're going to take all your shit. We taking your shit. Love it. And, Then I don't know if this is true, but apparently now, according to Donald Trump, this is the new Elon Musk. Your name is Elon now. And hey, that's a better name, to be honest with you. I mean, if you're a robot, you can change the robot's name. The robot has no feelings. It's fine. So, hey, I'll welcome the new Elon Musk. I know you guys. Seems good. But then, folks, lest you think for one goddamn second that conservatives ever cared about the children that Epstein raped, lest you believe for a second that they care about pedophilia at all. They don't actually give a shit about this. They never fucking did, and they'll tell you directly to your fucking face. Here they are asking Representative Troy Nell, hey, are you not shocked by the allegations that Trump is in the Epstein files? I bet he's super worried about it, y'all. I bet he really cares if Trump is a pedophile. What do you guys think he'll say?
The party doesn't need Musk. I think the country needs Musk. The country, both Democrats, Republicans are like, he's a smart guy. And come on.
And are you not shocked by the allegations that he's in the Epstein file?
No, I don't give
I don't give a shit about that. Like, literally, he can rape a baby. Ow. Why would I care about that? I don't give a fuck about kids. That's why we don't care if they get shot up in schools. That's why we remove money from cancer research for kids. That's why we're taking their SNAP benefit away. I don't give a fuck about kids. I hope he did rape a bunch of kids, to be honest with you, because fuck them kids. Literally, just saying it out loud, folks, because he knows his seat is safe. I don't know if our votes count or not. Either way, he knows the idiots are going to vote for him. He knows he doesn't actually have to give a shit, y'all. And he doesn't even have to pretend to give a shit.
that.
Elon Musk has done a great thing for the country. Trump is doing a great thing, so words don't matter.
He's accusing him, though, of being in the Epstein files.
Okay.
It's more than a billionaire spat, isn't it? Isn't this potentially dangerous for Donald Trump?
Look, you've heard some unbelievable things said on both sides. If he accuses him on Epstein, what do the facts say? If it is, we're going to see everything, just like with John Kennedy murder. You bring everything out. So I don't mind that.
He is the president of the United States.
So he is a president. That's years ago, if it happened.
That's years ago. Hey, yeah, if it happened, he raped them kids years ago. Okay, so I'm just saying there is a statute of limitations on child rape. Okay, that's all I'm saying. Like 10 years ago, it's like it never happened. All right, you can't hold somebody accountable for what they did 10, 20, 30 years ago, even if it's raping a baby. All right, yeah, hey. I admire their honesty, folks. At least they're not trying to bullshit you. At least they're admitting they never cared. They won't ever care. The party of fucking nothing. But folks, one of the best takedowns of Elon Musk happened on Piers Morgan. The Piers Morgan show getting more base. I hate Piers Morgan. I'm not giving this. I'm not giving him a recommendation or anything. But yeah, hey, here's I don't know what this guy's name is. Here he is, reading the shit out of Elon Musk.
Somehow we've decided in America that innovation and money replaces or obviates or excuses depravity. Yep. Cutting off aid to HIV positive mothers, deciding what veterans should get benefits, cutting off SNAP payments, which have shown to have a positive net return when people run out of money for food at the end of the month. I mean, I think one of the wonderful things about being an American, and quite frankly, for me, what it means to be a man and what I try to teach my boys is the whole point of prosperity is such that you can protect people.
Yep.
And I think the two of you are more impressed with Mr. Musk than I am. I think if somebody is making Nazi salutes, if somebody is being sued concurrently by two women for sole custody of their child because that person has not spent any time with that child, when someone is so severely addicted to drugs they can't get their shit together to show up to the White House without looking exceptionally high, I don't think that's the right role model for young men. So what I would ask to all of us is look at what money has done to us. That if someone can land a rocket on metal scissors or create a great AV, he's a genius. Yep. He's the wealthiest man in the world. But does that mean we should excuse depravity? Does that mean, unlike Bill Gates, he's not using his billions to help people? He's not planting trees, the shade of which he won't sit under. I think this is an individual who has literally come off the tracks, who is rabidly addicted to drugs, and is using his immense power to get people elected, and that too many of us excuse what is abhorrent behavior. I think his legacy is not going to be an EV or putting rockets into space. I think it's going to be unnecessary death, disease, and disability of the world's most vulnerable. That is not what it means to be an innovator. It's not what it means to be an American. It's not what it means to be a man.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah, base the shit. Preach, brother. But like I always say, folks, they're the party of fucking nothing. The man I was taught to be growing up is exactly the opposite in every fucking way than Donald Trump and Elon Musk. Yet they worship these guys, which just goes to show you they're fake as shit. Everything they ever told me growing up was a fucking lie. That's why I don't associate with any of those people anymore. Because now I get it. They never believed anything they fucking said. Meanwhile, idiots being scammed by the latest Deutsche check scam. I say fucking good. If somebody's dumb enough to believe this fucking shit, take every penny. If the Republican Party or the allied conservative movement happens to have your phone number, there is a good chance you received an interesting text message in recent days. You earned that 5,000 Deutsche check, the text read. Say yes before it's gone. Recipients who clicked the link were met with an alarming suggestion. Deutsche saved you $1 trillion. And you said no? The webpage blared. Our records show you may have said no to your Trump savings check. This can't be right. It went on from there with increasingly detailed promises that you, the recipient, were owed some serious cash. This isn't a handout. It's your hard-earned money that corrupt bureaucrats stole from you. The page went on. You only have until midnight. Oh, you better hurry to update your response. So how would you get your hands on that hard-earned money stole from you? By forking over your email address and, of course, making a small donation to the PAC you probably never heard of. Yeah, it's a scam, baby. Just send me a little bit of money, and you're going to get your $5,000 Deutsche check that definitely exists. And I say if anybody falls for this, good. Less money for their kids. Less chance that their genes will survive on to the next generation. Let the gene pool die with you, you fucking idiot. And I got one more, folks. One more on this Trump-Elon breakup. And I think it's time to hear the only opinion on this subject that actually fucking matters. Brett Terhune has thoughts, y'all. Brett Terhune has thoughts. He's not taking it very well, y'all. Let's have a listen.
I come to you a broken man. I'm in complete and utter shock. My two billionaire dads are breaking up, and during Pride Month, no less. And breakups are always messy, because Daddy Elon said Daddy Trump is on the Epstein list, and now I don't know who to trust. The guy who's a pedophile or the guy who helped get a pedophile elected. It's like I'm stuck between a Roman saluting rock and a pedophile. And no one could have seen this coming. Nobody. Who could have guessed getting in bed with our monkey's paw of a president would have turned out badly? I mean, he's like an Orange King Midas in reverse, and now I'm going to have to go to 2 Christmases. There's not enough ketamine in the world to drown my sorrows tonight, and the worst part is Daddy Elon and Daddy Trump are going to have to go to divorce court, and whoever loses is going to have to get custody of J.D. Vance.
Oh, no! Oh, my God. They'll be fighting for who gets to take him. And that is my Elon Musk section. Hell yeah, we did it tonight. An hour of King Elon. But well worth it. This feud is probably the best thing that's ever happened to me in my entire life. Can't believe it took this long, but hey, at least it's here. Let's enjoy it while it lasts, y'all. And what you guys think about that? And I'm not at halftime yet, folks. We've done an hour, and I still got a huge Chud Watch section before halftime. So I told you it was going to be a long show tonight. I got the nuts, y'all. I got the cards. So let's keep moving on. Do you love the new intro to Chud Watch? Or nah?
Chud Watch, talking about Chud Watch. We talk about Chud's side and make fun of them.
Chud Watch. Boom goes the dynamite. And first off, off, it was revealed that Trump's bribe plane that he took from Qatar is going to cost an additional $400 million to retrofit. So it's good enough for the president to fly around in. So hooray, America! Just the dismantling of us, just the fleecing, the gutting, the milking us dry every step of the way. So not only does he get a $400 million free plane for Qatar, but then he gets to take taxpayer money to retrofit it for another $400 million. It's this $800 million free plane that once he gets out of office, if he ever does, is transferred to the Trump library, which basically means it becomes his personal plane. So yay us, the biggest suckers and losers on the planet. Everything for them. I mean, he's a billionaire. Why doesn't he spend his own goddamn money to retrofit that plane? But nope, why would he when he has us to bleed fucking dry? And I guess that's what we're here for. I guess it's good, folks. The more he does this, the quicker this whole goddamn thing collapses. And then the glorious leader's birthday party has to be all about him. And fuck you. Fuck your plans. Fuck it. If he puts you out. D.C. airport to close for glorious leaders parade. Yep, all of the D.C. airport going to close for a while. So your travel plan's fucking canceled because Trump wants his dictator moment. He's seen all the old footage of like Hitler up in front of the military parade and Kim Jong-un sitting up there smiling as the military dickheads march by him, or Stalin. You know, all the old black and white dictators, they all had their military moment, and Trump needs his for history's sake. So fuck you and fuck your travel plans. It's all about the orange goof. Meanwhile, we're doomed as doom could be, I must say. So I told you guys the last show that Trump has just hired Palantir, which is a company owned and funded by Peter Thiel, whose entire purpose is to create a database for Americans to track and trace us. That's why Elon Musk was getting all his tentacles in all the government agencies and Social Security and just about every agency pretty much, where he can track and trace all our data. The Supreme Court just said it was okay for him to be in Social Security and have access to all our records, all our Medicaid, all our Medicare, whatever we're getting, everything, right? And so they're giving all the information to Peter Thiel and his company Palantir, and they're creating a dossier on every single one of us so they know exactly where we are, what we're saying, what we think, how much of a danger to the Trump regime we are. You know, basically every horrible thing a dystopian fascist regime would be up to. Well, if you needed even more horror to this whole story, stop it. Stop. Apparently, Palantir was originally funded by Jeffrey Epstein himself. Yep. The company that's going to create a dossier, a database about every single one of us, was funded and started by Jeffrey Epstein, because why wouldn't that be the goddamn case in this trash planet we live in? It was revealed that Jeffrey Epstein invested $40 million into Palantir chairman Peter Thiel's Valor Ventures, a New York-based venture capital firm. The investment made during 2015-2016 have appreciated to an estimated $170 million, constituting the largest remaining asset in Epstein's estate. So, yay us! I'm glad the most evil people in the world had me on a list somewhere. Then it was revealed, apparently Palantir are giant Zionists. What? A Jeffrey Epstein company is run by Zionists? Who could have guessed? But Palantir wants you to know, certain kinds of evil can only be fought with force. Palantir stands with Israel. Yay! The people making the database and dossier on every single American want you guys to know they stand with Israel. I hope you guys aren't speaking out against Israel out there. You know, because sometimes evil has to be fought with force, y'all. You better watch what you post online. I hope your pager doesn't go off. Yikes! Yep, all of the yikes all the time. Then Trump banned international students from Harvard. I told you guys he was going to do it. Well, he did it. The brain drain is real, y'all. We used to get the best and brightest from all over the world that wanted to come to America to be educated, wanted to throw roots down here, and a lot of them come back over here and end up living and helping progress our society with our big, beautiful, genius brains. No more, baby! No more. The best among us coming to America. And this is all part of the plan, of course, the brain drain of America. It's much easier to control a dumbed-down, zombified populace. The more they destroy education, the more they stop the smart people from coming to this goddamn country, the easier it is to control us. And they're doing it like fucking clockwork. You almost have to admire it if it wasn't so goddamn evil. Then, you can't even make this shit up, folks. It's just dark comedy in which we all find ourselves. Apparently, they did some inspections over at Mar-a-Lago, and it turns out it's the filthiest fucking goddamn place on the goddamn planet, because of course it is. Of course, our president, who's worth $5 billion, has a nasty, disgusting restaurant that's not even fit for dogs to eat out of. Trump National Golf Club, Bedminster, I guess that's not Mar-a-Lago, that's the other one, in New Jersey, is bashing local health authorities after it was flagged for 18 health violations following an early May inspection. The Somerset County Department of Health, in its food inspection report from May 6, faulted the club, saying there was not proper separation of raw meats from ready-to-eat foods, which made products susceptible to contamination. It also noted that food contact surfaces were not properly cleaned and sanitized. The club argued the health report was politically motivated. Yeah, everything's motivated. You're always a fucking victim. Of the roughly 115 retail food establishments inspected in Somerset County in May, Trump's club received the lowest score, 32 out of 100. All but one other venue scored 60 or higher, according to the county record surge. So exactly what you expect, but he knows, folks, it doesn't matter. He knows he can feed you rat droppings. He knows he can feed you the cheapest Walmart shit, and you guys will still suck his nuts, which makes him wants to feed you rat drops even more, okay? The more you kiss his ass, the more he abuses you, the more he wants to fucking abuse you. And good, you guys deserve it. You guys deserve to eat your rat droppings and your horrible, disgusting, contaminated fucking food. Get salmonella and die, you goddamn morons. And Republicans, you guys hear about this one? Speaking about the dark comedy in which we live, so Trump has hired his new czar to tackle U.S. extremism. Guess who he picked? So our new U.S. extremism czar, 5 years ago, was a gardener. Last year, he worked in a grocery store. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you this 22-year-old with no experience whatsoever. Yay! We were literally ruled by children. This guy trying to look so cool, doing the people's eyebrow like he's the fucking Rock. This guy is both 12 and 50 at the same time. What is happening here? But anyway, I'm not goddamn surprised. It's all meritocracy, baby, obviously. But of course not. He just puts these children in there. These fucking sexless incels, these unfuckable ghouls, because they know they'll do whatever Trump tells them to do. They'll sell out America in a fucking heartbeat for the orange goo. That's why they're in there. Meritocracy is just a lie. And then, folks, am I the only one that wants to fuck Trump's neck pussy a little bit? Admit it. Everybody feels that way, right? Come on now. I'm not saying I 100% want to fuck his neck pussy. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying like 10, 15% neck pussy fucking. Come on, who's with me, y'all? That is a sexy neck pussy. I'm just saying, take my dick, neck pussy. And then moving on to the economy section. Economy. Hey, I got some good news for a change. Labor Department reports 139,000 jobs in May. Up a little bit. Now, these are mixed numbers, but the stock market will take anything it can fucking get, to be honest with you guys. The labor market preserved in May, continuing a consistent run of job creations that has outlasted inflation. Interest rates increased, and now an on-again, off-again trade war. Employers added 139,000 jobs last month. The Labor Department reported Friday, about in line with economists' expectations. So about what they thought. It wasn't horrible. So stock market went up a bit. As I told you guys repeatedly, stock market is designed to go up for fucking ever. If you just stay out of the way, you literally have to try to make the stock market go down. It's specifically designed not to. But not all the numbers were good, to be honest with you. For instance, the U.S. government says 247,000 people applied for unemployment benefits last week, the most in 8 months. Another report says U.S. job openings continue to trend lower. The components that is pretty bleak for May. Construction, manufacturing, finance, motor, transport, way down. And then this weird uptick in an ambiguous cohort called temporary workers. Yes, that's where most of the new jobs are coming in, from gig economy. That carries most of the growth. Leisure also. In short, well-paid jobs are down. Minimum wage jobs are up. That's actually the truth of what's happening right now. And actually, the stock market, I've said repeatedly, is not the best indicator of the health of the economy. It's a really good indicator on how good rich people are doing, though. And rich people seem to be doing okay still. Today, the stock market was up 443 points, which is a pretty big jump. If you're keeping track, hey, we're finally in the positive for the last 6 months. We're up 370 points. Once again, at the same point, last year in Biden's administration, we were up 1,400 points. So we're still 1,000 down for what Biden is doing. But hey, it's still going good for the rich people. That's all the stock market is. It's a place where rich people put their money. And as long as rich people are doing good, they're still going to invest. And they are, baby, looking for any excuse they can to put their money in. But not everybody happy with the way the economy is going, folks. They got Howard Lutpick, who is Trump's chief economic advisor, on the floor of Congress, grilling his ass off. Here they are asking him about when the last time we had tariffs like this was.
Tariffs. I fear the administration lacks a basic understanding of what a trade deficit is. I think many economists take issue with equating a country's trade deficit with any one country and its economic well-being. Some economists actually view a trade deficit as a sign of a country's economic health because it means we're purchasing more. For me, yep. I have a pretty large trade deficit with my local grocer yep. or my hairdresser. Yep. It's a good thing. Yep. It means I have money enough to get my hair done once in a while.
Right. It doesn't make any sense. The only way we could not have a surplus with other countries is if they're as poor as we are, or we're as poor as they are, right? Which I guess is the whole fucking point. But none of it makes any logical sense, of course.
To keep food on the table. It tells nothing about my overall financial position. Do you know when this country actually had a trade surplus, Secretary?
The president likes to speak about before.
No, historically, when did we have a trade surplus? I'm not talking about the president. Historically,
I think early, about 100 years ago.
It was the Great Depression. It was a sign of what was going on. It was during the Great Depression.
Right, exactly, because we became as poor as other nations, so we didn't import as much from them, right? And that's exactly what they say to be trying to do this country. It's really strange, but oh well, good. Please keep it up. But this is how doomed we are, folks. The number one cable news network in America will just straight out lie to these old people with no ramifications whatsoever. Literally say the opposite of reality. And these people believe it. They have no idea what's going on. They think everything's hunky-dory. They think Trump is actually lowering the deficit. So according to the CBO, the Congressional Budget Office, Trump's big, beautiful bill is going to add $2.5 trillion to the deficit. That's what they say. Here is Sean Hannity telling his office that it actually cuts $2.5 trillion.
Let me get an update on the one big, beautiful bill. And I know that there are people, and yourself included, that want to, if you can cut more, find more to cut, that's great. A couple of things came out. The White House actually put on their website a calculator so people can determine how much money they will save.
Yeah, none! If you're rich, none. You're going to pay more if you're poor. And, period. Even if you're the middle class, they might cut a little bit off your taxes, but they've increased your taxes incredibly through the tariffs. So you're going to be paying way, way fucking more.
Under this bill, under this reconciliation bill, the CBO came out, and usually the CBO is pretty negative when it comes to estimating the costs of Republican policies, but they're projecting that because of Trump's policies, they will reduce the deficit by $2.5 trillion over 10 years.
Literally, that's the opposite of what they said. They said it's going to increase the deficit. Just 100% lying, saying the opposite of the truth. Usually they're really negative, but this time they're saying he's going to decrease the deficit by a bunch of money, which is odd, so it's got to be true. Hey, if these people who are normally negative to Republicans are saying this thing that they're really saying, oh my God, it certainly has to be true, y'all.
That is not money we expected. We have $10 trillion in new investment because of Donald Trump, basically pressuring people to build in America and not build abroad.
They're not doing that.
And the tariff threat, and that's coming from companies and countries that are investing in the country.
No, they're not. So all the investments that he brought to the country are for arms sales, and also a few of them are buying up, like the Saudi royal family is buying up a bunch of like government land and government buildings because they're selling off American parts. None of the rest of the shit he's saying is true.
We'll have more money from energy exploration.
So it doesn't matter, folks. All the boomers are watching this. They think the deficits are actually going down. They think everything is fucking hunky-dory. So they're going to go to the store and they're going to pay the huge prices and inflation from the tariffs, kick their money up to Trump, and not even fucking know what's happening. And it seems to be what's going to happen, folks. It seems like they're going to get away with it to me. We'll see. And then in concentration news, I told you guys in the last show that they caught ICE imitating, dressing up like power company employees and trying to break into people's houses and get illegal aliens. Apparently, they have quotas now at ICE, and they're allowing them to do basically anything they can think of to arrest people. The gloves are off. Doesn't matter if it's legal. Doesn't matter what the fuck you have to do. All that matters is that you're arresting people. The roundup of the Browns is your number one priority, regardless of what you have to do. ICE agents told to get creative, push the envelope. Senior U.S. immigration officials over the weekend instructed rank-and-file officers to turn the creative knob up to 11 when it comes to enforcement, including by intervening and potentially arresting people they call collaterals. Yeah, they're literally telling them just to arrest anybody now. I guess maybe you'll force the illegals to come out if you arrest their relatives who are here legally, or maybe you just arrest whoever. Maybe you'll scare somebody into giving up some Browns, and you're all going to be covered, right? You're going to have your faces covered. You don't have to show your IDs. You can just get over here and you just assault anybody you want to. You can violate their rights. You can do fucking anything you want to them. Think outside of the box, fascist, jackbooted thugs. Including by interviewing and potentially arresting people they called collaterals, according to internal agency emails viewed by The Guardian. Officers were also urged to increase apprehensions and think up tactics to push the envelope, what email said, with staff encouraged to come up with new ways of increasing arrests and suggesting them to superiors. If it involves handcuffs on wrists, it's probably worth pursuing, another message said. The instructions not only mark a further harshening of attitudes and language by the Trump administration in its efforts to fulfill election promises of mass deportation, but also indicate another escalation in efforts by being on the lookout for undocumented people whom officials may happen to encounter. Here themed collaterals while serving arrest warrants for others. Just whoever. Just arrest whoever you have to get your fucking way. And here's the new America, folks. Waiting on people to leave their court hearings, and the jackbooted thugs who are all masked up. Just it's like a guerrilla warfare you would see in a third world country where we have these guerrilla soldiers in the fucking street attacking people. That's America now, folks.
Wait a minute. Hey. Jesus. Get off, guys. You're obstructing a federal arrest. Obstructing a federal arrest. Get on the ground. Get back. Get back. Get back.
So they're going to tackle this guy. They're going to push everybody back, push him back, push him back.
Yeah.
Violate all the jackbooted thugs, going to get this guy on, put him in the elevator, and then they're all going to cover their faces up, folks. Because they know what they're doing is unpopular. They know what they're doing angers people.
Everybody get out of the way. Move.
They know they're the bad guys. The fascist takeover the United States where the jackbooted thugs hide their identity while they disappear people off the fucking street.
I'm a citizen. Get the other person.
This fucking video is not playing very well. I wanted to fast forward to show you guys the elevator where they're all covering their faces on the elevator. Anyway, they get on the elevator and they're all covering their fucking faces. There they are, like the fucking criminals they goddamn are. Here they are. Look at them. All covered up. All in their military gear. All hiding. Just like a fucking third world country. It's the new America, y'all. This is exactly what all you fat gravy boat drinking motherfuckers said you needed all those guns for. You fake lying crackers. You soft, weak sacks of fucking shit. This is what you said. This is what you looked me in the fucking eye and said you needed those guns for. And now you're goose stepping right the fuck along with it. You cucked pussies. Ain't got a goddamn ounce of respect for any of you. Meanwhile, did you guys hear about this? And apparently it was first reported as a business owner locked a bunch of ICE agents who were trying to raid his business inside, and then they had to call the FBI to come rescue them. Then it turned out what had happened is there was a near riot in the street, and they actually locked the ICE agents inside the building to keep them from being lynched by the rioters outside, and they had to call the FBI in to rescue them. So yeah, they got the FBI in there.
¿Cómo te apellidas?
Man, this new America's lit, y'all. Hell yeah. Militarized. Got these fucking Fallujah wannabes patrolling our streets, assaulting our citizens. Greatness, finally. I can't believe we became great so fast. Meanwhile, DeSantis is really worried that ICE agents are going to be doxxed. And by doxxed, he means that we're actually going to see their face and know who they are. And the reason they don't want us to know who they are is because they know what they're doing is both illegal and unpopular. They know that they're traitors, these jackbooted thugs who are violating our rights. And they know that disappearing people off the street, attacking people, is very unpopular. And they want to hide their crimes and sins from the light of day. And they're going to claim that if you don't want them to be able to hide their face while they violate our rules, that it is you who is the bad one here. It is you that is trying to dox them. DeSantis claims Jeffries wants to dox ICE agents. Yes, we want to know who these people are. Basically, they're saying, oh my God, we can't let you know who's kidnapping your children because if you know that, you might become angry. Yeah, no shit. No fucking shit. We're not wrong for wanting to know who they are. They're wrong for fucking doing it. Totally fucking evil. Meanwhile, this is scary from somebody who is in one of the highest political bodies in the land, crazy ass Nancy Mace, says due process is for citizens. Obviously, that's not true. The 5th and 14th Amendments of the United States Constitution guarantee due process to all persons on United States soil, including those who have entered or remained in the country without authorization. But they don't give a shit about that. They don't actually give a shit about the Constitution. The whole point of this is because they want to decide who's a citizen and who is not a citizen. You have un-American sentiments that you've said publicly. You're not an American anymore. They'll just strip you of your citizenship and then boom, presto, change-o. No more rights for you. No more due process. They can just lock your ass up without even having any charges against you whatsoever. A little sleight of hand, boom, disappear you in the fucking heartbeat. That's exactly what they're trying to set up here, folks. Man, I hope America wakes up before it's too fucking late, if it's not already. And then you guys hear they're actually bringing Abrego Garcia back. So a judge basically forced their hand. A judge ruled that Abrego Garcia's lawyers can start to sanction the Department of Justice if they don't bring this guy back like the Supreme Court told them to do. So they're finally bringing him back, but here's how they're dealing with it, y'all. So they can't admit that they made a mistake. They can't admit that they're wrong. So what they're doing is they're bringing him back so they can put him on trial. They're claiming that he illegally transported undocumented illegal aliens from one place to another, and they had a jury basically indict him for it. And so they're going to bring him back to charge him on those crimes to try to justify the fact they disappeared this guy illegally to begin with. So they basically just found some trumped up charges. I don't even doubt he did this. I don't doubt, like, if he had a cousin that came across the border and was like, hey, I need a ride somewhere, he might have gave his cousin a ride somewhere. But this is what they're doing, folks. Trumped up charges to make it look like they were justified all along and disappearing this guy to a concentration camp overseas. But hey, at least he's going to come back and get his due process. At least we're going to hear his side of the story, so that's good. Welcome home, Abrego Garcia. And then, folks, you can't feel sorry for them all. I feel sorry for most of the brown folks, but some of them make it in goddamn possible. Case in point, this fucking moron.
From ICE detention, Lara Gonzalez tells us he remembers hearing Secretary of State Marco Rubio saying this new administration would have the back of the Cuban people. He feels differently now. Ariel Lara Gonzalez is in ICE detention in Texas. Like tens of thousands of others, the Cuban couple entered the U.S. under the Biden administration's parole program. 2 weeks ago, in Miami, Lara Gonzalez went to what he thought would be an interview to apply for residency, but instead, ICE agents took him into custody. His grandmother telling us her biggest fear is he'll be sent back to Cuba, where he is registered as an anti-government activist. From ICE detention, Lara Gonzalez tells us he remembers hearing Secretary of State Marco Rubio saying this new administration would have the back of the Cuban people. He feels differently now.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you're a fucking moron. Enjoy Cuba. Whatever, dude. Like, if you're not smart enough to have any kind of self-preservation whatsoever, then it's just Darwinian at some fucking point, all right? Enjoy your Cuban gulags, you fucking moron. And then MAGA Florida sheriff charged in $21 million gambling bust. Now, we all know how this is going to end, folks. I'm going to read you the article, but we know 2-3 weeks from now, what's going to happen? Osceola County Sheriff Marcos Lopez has been arrested on charges of racketeering and conspiracy to commit racketeering over his alleged involvement in a major years-long illegal gambling operation, officials said. Lopez was arrested Thursday morning and booked in the Lake County Jail. So we all know that Trump is going to pardon this guy. $21.6 million in illicit proceeds. He'll probably get all that money back because whatever Trump can do to prove to people that he's indecent, that we no longer have any decency in this country, that the rule of law doesn't apply anymore, that he is the fucking law, and that anybody that sucks his dick can do whatever the fuck they want to do, that there is no ramifications. That's the message you're going to send. So expect it, folks. 100% this guy going to get goddamn pardoned. Speaking of people who are pardoned, though, you guys hear about this one? Leader of the Proud Boys suing the DOJ for $100 million. 5 leaders of the Proud Boys convicted of spearheading January 6, 2021 Capitol attack are accusing the government and FBI employees of violating their constitutional rights. $100 million, folks. They're going to reward these guys for trying to overthrow our government, for starting a violent militia to destroy our democracy. I guarantee you these guys are going to get millions of dollars, folks. Because Trump now runs the DOJ. Trump is just going to have the DOJ settle. How much? 30 million, 50 million. It's not Trump's money. What the fuck does Trump care? Trump gets to take our money, give it to these guys, and send a very clear message. Hey, if you try to overthrow the government for me, I'll reward you for it. I'll take tens of millions of dollars from these fucking idiots, and I'll give it to you. You can break the law as long as you do it in my name. Millions for you. So watch, folks, watch. The DOJ is going to settle this lawsuit. Yes, we're going to reward these abject terrorists, these traitors to the country with millions and millions of dollars because it's a trash fucking planet. And yes, it's disgusting. Yes, it's depressing. But this has to happen, folks. It has to happen for the system to collapse. So do it. Give them $1 trillion. That's what I say. Give them 10 trillion. Whatever bankrupts this country faster, give them that much. People ain't felt the real pain yet. Make them feel it. And then on Chud Watch, Meghan McCain is hawking $90 vaccine detox pills because she knows no shame. I guess she's not doing so well since her father died. That's all that she had going for her. So she hawking these fake fucking pills. Thrilled to partner with the wellness company. If you regret taking the shot, there's hope. There's not hope. This does nothing. It's an IQ test, though. If you buy it, your IQ is non-existent. And then, folks, Hannity calling for mandatory military service for all. He's like, hey, it's working so well for Israel. That's what our youths need these days. Our youths need to be forced to join the military. No doubt it sent to back up Israel and continue and help with the genocide, folks. And I'm for this too. Hell yeah, do it. Do it. Force all these youths to be slaves to the military. See how that fucking goes for you. You got my vote. Try that shit. I'm so old, I can't be drafted, so whatever. Once again, I think I speak for everybody when I say fuck them kids. Then Linda McMahon once again back on the fucking hot seat, folks. And as I was telling you guys earlier, if you're wondering why all these billionaires take all these government positions where they're making $250,000 a year, and you're saying, why would they do this? Why would billionaires take a job where they're taking a huge fucking pay cut? And I guess some idiots might think, oh, it's because billionaires are just very kind, thoughtful, empathetic people. They're benevolent, and they just love our country and us so much that they're willing to volunteer their time to make America great again. Of course, you're the dumbest motherfucker on the planet if you believe that. Obviously, that's not true. Obviously, billionaires didn't become billionaires because they care about you, okay? They become billionaires because they're willing to do whatever it takes to fuck their fellow human being out of a goddamn dollar bill. And the reason they're taking these government jobs is because they are creating a government that gives them more fucking money in the long run. Obviously, that's why they're doing it, folks. Case in point, Linda McMahon, the professional wrestling CEO billionaire who took a job running her education department so she could gut the whole thing and get massive tax cuts for her and her annoying kids. Here she is being called out for it.
The gentleman from Texas, Mr. Kassar.
Secretary McMahon, thank you for joining us here today. Right now, the administration that you are a part of is pushing for a massive tax break for billionaires paid for by massive cuts to health care and food assistance for everyday Americans, including to the children that you're charged with educating. You yourself and your family, as a billionaire family of wealth of about $3.2 billion, can you share with us, do you know how much you and your family will receive in tax benefit if this Republican tax proposal gets pushed through?
No, I've not sat down and worked with my accountants on what tax. I can tell you most.
You have a general sense?
Well, I
Is
can
it
tell you
millions
last
or
time
tens of millions?
taxes went through, I paid more.
And so you think that under this proposal, you will not, like the other billionaires, get millions or tens of millions of dollars in tax benefit?
I think this is kind of a ridiculous line of questioning.
No, it's not ridiculous, because here's what's important.
I'm sure she does.
The biggest bill being pushed by your administration for your average extremely wealthy person would give about a $4 million benefit. Your family is worth about $3.2 billion. So I imagine that you'd get millions of dollars in benefit from this tax bill. Does that make sense? Does that check out?
I don't know. I'd have to let you know.
Let's just
ask the member.
Chairman.
She does know, obviously. She knows she's getting tens of millions of dollars in tax breaks. That's the only reason they took this job, to gut the fucking government. It's to bleed us fucking dry, folks. The vulture capitalist. We voted them in. We voted for fucking suicide, and now they're just cutting up the carcass of the United States. And she already had more money than her and her stupid-ass kids and their stupid-ass grandkids could spend in hundreds of lifetimes, but it doesn't matter. The important thing is that you don't have the money, because the less money you have, the easier it is for them to control you. The less likely it is for you to rise up against the oligarchs. The easier it will be to crush the revolution, folks. That's what it's all fucking about. These people are not your friends. And last but not least, on Chud Watch, speaking of not your friends, over in West Virginia, they're thinking about charging women over miscarriages. Women who miscarry in West Virginia should be prepared to face potential criminal charges. A county prosecutor warned a local news outlet last week, saying other law enforcers have raised the possibility with him. Raleigh County prosecutor Attorney Tom Truman told WVNS 59 News that while he would not take any such action, a number of the other prosecuting attorneys in West Virginia had discussed with him their willingness to charge women who miscarry and dispose of their own fetal remains, such as by flushing or burying them. The charges would be under a state law related to disposal of human remains. Though abortion is highly restricted in West Virginia, state laws say women cannot face criminal charges for their own abortions. Yeah, so they're trying to get around that, y'all. It's just Handmaid's Tale all the fucking time. They cannot wait to regress us, to turn women into incubators. And hell, enough of them fucking voted for it. It's real goddamn depressing. You better wake up, MAGA women, before it's too fucking late. And that is my Chud Watch, and it's halftime. Time for a quick commercial, guys. Cannot wait to regress us. Keep talking, Dusty! Nah, just kidding. Shut the fuck up. Hey, if you click on the... I gotta hit refresh to get this motherfucker. God damn it. Wake up, MAGA women, before it's too... Woo! Hate that guy. Hey, if you click on the more button, it pops down on the description of the video. The very first link goes to my Patreon. Could you click on that and see what happens? You'll love it. Goes to my Patreon. The very first link says become a member. If you click on that, it'll pop up, and you can become a member of the greatest Patreon in the world. Hey, here's what you get. Access to every after party I've ever done. You know what the after party is? It's a show I do after the show. It's actually the real show. I don't even know what the fuck this is, but whatever this is, after this bullshit is over, the real show starts. And look, it's a big after party tonight. It's a big show. It's a big after party from here all the way down to here. And you right now can get your ticket and you can help out the world's greatest show. Please sign up to my Patreon and help me out, folks. I only make money off Patreon. I only make money off the super chats. I don't buy. I don't sell anything. I don't run ads on my show. I'm 100% user supported. So if you like what I do, please support it so I can keep doing it. You'll feel good, and I love you, and thank you. And all right, let's read the super chats. I got a couple PayPal donations, a great way to support the show if you don't want to do the super chats. And first off, I got a PayPal from... Scroll the fuck down. Where the fuck's it at? Scroll. Damn, it's a long show tonight. Here we go. First one. Let me put this over here so you guys don't see it. I got to log into my PayPal. PayPal's so fucking slow. Peter Thills, PayPal, god damn it. I'm such a traitor for using that. Pinch every penny until it screams. Live long and prosper, says Randall Brush. Thank you, Randall. Gave me $20. Very generous. Appreciate you, Randall. And then I got one from Karen Jones. What you do is so important. Guys, quit. Get down. Stop. What you do is so important. Dusty, can't imagine a world without you in it. Been following you for more than 10 years, and you just get better and better. Free Palestine. Hell yeah. Thank you, Karen. Great way to support the show, and I really appreciate it. Thanks a lot. And now, the rest of the Super Chats. Who started us out tonight? I bet it was Rebecca. Let's see. Rebecca, I was right. Great thumbnail. Hell yeah. Technology getting real good, y'all. Gotta love it. Rebecca says, too bad Jerry Springer did not get this on his show. May he rest in peace. Anywho, this fight has put me in a better mood. Hell yeah. I hope they kill each other as usual. Any day that Chuds are fighting is a good fucking day. And thank you, Rebecca. Good to see you tonight. I love you as always. Everybody love Rebecca. BBC! I would just like to say thank you to everyone who subscribed to my channel. I appreciate you. Thank you, my digital family. Hell yeah, we're all in this together, BBC. You should post your channel again. And if you have not gone to subscribe to BBC's channel, the fuck's wrong with y'all? Love you, BBC, as always. Thank you, you hero. Greetings, people left and kiddies. What up? Meditate more. Good to see you tonight. WSD time, $10. Good evening, Dusty. Here's some money for the pets. I really recently lost a friend from Britain who unalived himself due to the overwhelming negative world. Hey, don't unalive yourself. Did he try smoking weed? That's his problem. Smoke weed at least before you kill yourself, folks. He left an unalived letter. I've had so many people kill themselves. My friends seem to kill themselves a lot. Starting to think I'm not a very good friend. Nah. Sorry, WSD time. I'm sorry that you're going through that, though. That's rough. I've been there. Basset Hound Gang, $10. Hello from Ohio, Dusty. Thank you for your hard work. You are my superhero. Hey, don't put me on a pedestal. I don't want to live long enough to see myself become a villain. Kayla Whitty, $10. Are you done here yet, Dusty? I'm emotionally exhausted. Nope, still only like halftime. We still rolling the world's greatest show. Thank you for supporting it, Kayla Whitty. J-Beam Hard Scrote. Love it. Down with fashions and keep up the good work. Hey, you keep up the hard scrote, J-Beam. EO Mansco, $10. Waited up just to say hi. What's up? Hi, y'all, and keep up the great work, Dusty. Still love it what you do from across the pond. Going to sleep now, so catch you in the morning. Like and sub, everyone. Logic, fuck yeah, hell yeah. Hey, someone recommended I start doing the show an hour early at 7 p.m. Central. Do you guys want me to change the time of the show, or are you used to the way the show is now and want me to keep going? Let me know in the chat. What the heck is he talking about? Germany, we ended up here. I can't believe this is real. I got something funny about Germany coming up in the Beyond Parody section. Just wait, you're going to love it. Thank you, Isaiah. Comrade, $10, $20. Hey, Dusty, great shows as always this week. Elon versus Trump kind of reminds me of when Wagner, mercenary boss, Prigozhin lashed out at Putin. He did not end well for priapism. Yeah, it didn't. He got his plane blown out of the fucking sky. I don't know what the fuck he was thinking. How did he not know he was going to get murdered? That guy was so fucking stupid. Good Lord. Good to see you, comrade. The Val family, $20. Hang in there, Dusty. As you know, this isn't the shit sprint. It's a shit marathon. Hey, I'm in it for the long haul, and I appreciate you hanging out with me and going through it with me. The Val family, thank you for support. Good to see you tonight. One ticket from Jupe. What up, Jupe? Good to see you. You fucking rock. Agent Orange, $25. I predicted 2 months before Trump threatened to cancel Elon's contracts. You said 2 weeks. Looks like it was 2 days. By the way, I have been here the whole time. Fuck yeah, you one of the good ones. I love you, Agent Orange. Loved Agent Orange as always. We all saw it coming, though. That was an easy one to predict, to be honest with you. Daniel, haven't been able to watch till today. And Double Chef's Kiss, mwah, mwah, double to you. Glad to have you hang out with us tonight, Daniel. Appreciate you tuning in live. Jerry T, $25. Leviticus 19:34, the foreigner who resides with you must be to you like a native citizen among you. So you must love him as yourself because you were foreigners in the land of Egypt, saith the Lord. God bless you, Dusty. Hey, God bless you, Jerry T. I love me some Jesus. God bless and pass the ammo. Sexy Christians. Santa Barbara, $2. Viva la Revolution. Fuck yeah. Revolution will be live streamed. 5 tickets from Mr. Anderson. Hello, Mr. Anderson. If you got one, be sure to give Mr. Anderson your love. And if you want one, show up live here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 8 p.m. Central, 9 Eastern. These fucking heroes give them away randomly. But you can get one. Just show up. You'll probably get one. So don't miss it. Bryant! How are the older cats getting along with the kittens? They seem to get along fine. The 2 of the older cats are fighting over which one gets to be the fake mama. So that's pretty cute. Jamie Holly, love you. Thanks for being you. Hey, thank you, Jamie Holly. Appreciate you supporting the show. Good to see you tonight. And got milk. I do got milk in these big old titties. $5, thank you. I appreciate you. And all right, let me make sure that nobody sent me anything that I missed before I continue the show. We still got like half the show to go, folks. as I promised, a big fucking program tonight. All right, I guess I got all of them. If I missed something, you guys fucking let me know. And if you guys want to get your super chats in, there's still plenty of time. I'm going to read all the rest of them at the end of the show. So support the world's greatest show while you still have the goddamn chance. But for now, moving on. Sing along if you know the words. It's religious bullshit. Religious bullshit. Religious bullshit. Religious bullshit. It's time for religious bullshit. It is time for religious bullshit. Folks! You're not gonna believe this! They finally caught one! Texas mega church pastor arrested on child porn charges. What? A former North Texas pastor and elementary school volunteer, oh goody, faces charges related to possession of material depicting the sexual abuse of children. Officials say Louisville police issued an arrest warrant for Jim Mustaine on April 23rd. Court records show he was booked. He faces 1 count of possession of child pornography and 4 counts of possession or promotion of lewd material depicting a child. Yep. What else is new? At least I know. It's been 2 days since my last show, so there can't possibly be another. Baptist pastor gets 25 years for molesting daughter. Oh, okay, that sounds about right. A former leader at the Midland Baptist Church and Coleman's Grace Baptist Church, Scott Halt, 54, was sentenced to serve up to 25 years in prison for sexually abusing 2 of his daughters. A jury found Halt, 54, guilty of 9 felony criminal sexual conduct charges. Man, starting to see a pattern, y'all. Don't know. I only wished any conservative really cared about children like they pretend to. But as you heard, they don't care about the Epstein files. They don't give a shit about any of that. They don't care at all. And Grammy-winning gospel singer laid hands on Trump. And then he was accused of sexual misconduct with 3 men. That sounds completely right. I'm sure he did lay hands on sexy Trump. Ooh. Went and jerked off in the corner afterwards. It's been called Nashville's worst-kept secret. For decades, allegations have circulated that newsboys from, and oh no, I got Newsboy! I remember that guy, remember? He was on Not Dead Yet, or however that song goes. I don't remember, but I do remember making fun of it back when I used to make those videos. Oh, it's my God. No, that's not it. What is it? God damn, I can't remember the words. It's so boring. For decades, allegations have circulated that Newsboys frontman Michael Tate, formerly of DC Talk, had groomed and sexually assaulted numerous victims. And after a 2.5-year investigation by the Roy's Report, which included interviews, more than 50 sources, TR has documented Tate's alleged predatory pattern with stories dating back more than 2 decades. 3 men spoke to TRR alleging that Tate befriended them individually on Christian music tours in 2004, 2010, 2014. They were all 22-year-old, at least he has a type. 2 men stated that they were drinking alcohol. What? And Tate and later woke up to him fondling their genitals, as you do. One alleged Tate also offered him cocaine. Hell yeah. I'm liking this guy now. He knows how to party. While on the Newsboys tour bus, obviously these Christian musicians are gay as shit. Obviously it's all a scam. Just like every other televangelist, they're just making money off fucking idiots. Duh. Oh, yeah. God's not dead. No, he's not. He's alive. God's not dead. He's alive in my heart. And I want God in charge of me. Isn't that what the song is? I don't know. I think that's what it is, though. I might be thinking of Charles in Charge now that I think about it in my head. And then MAGA Pesta. Kevin Colbert is accidentally saying the quiet part out loud. So recently he's jumped on the Donald Trump train and he has realized, oh my God, everybody's giving me so much money now that I'm on the Trump train. I should have done this a long fucking time ago. This is frustrating, folks. This is how you make all your money. It's so easy. If you're willing to do the Christian grift, you don't believe me, they'll tell you themselves.
But now that God has put me on a different platform, I got people call me and ask me for my Cash App, my wiring instructions, because they want to bless me just for standing for the truth. And in case you want to know it, it's $ Kelvin Quebec.
Yeah, I just gave you guys my Cash App. You guys sent me some money. What kind of loser continuously asks for money? Never mind. Woo, we love being grifted.
I had one fellow the other day while we're in the Rose Garden.
Did it now?
He heard my story.
What did he say?
He said, give me your wiring instructions. I thought nothing of it. I thought he might send a couple hundred and call it a day. The next day he hadn't sent anything. I said, oh, he must have had a little lying spirit and forgot what he told me. However, I woke up Saturday morning. I checked my personal account and I saw $10,000 US.
Holy shit.
I say, hallelujah. I should have went this way a long time ago.
Look at it. I should have went this way a long time ago. Am I right? Look at all the money I'm making. Good to you motherfuckers. Look, give me an amen about gritting y'all. Woohoo! Look at this sweaty, greasy motherfucker. They love.
He said,
they love
give me
being
your
kind,
wiring
folks. They get off on kind of you, and these people get off on being kind. Good God, man, it's so frustrating. I wish I had lesser morals, but I don't. So whatever. Trash fucking planet. That is mine. Chud Watch for this evening. You guys gonna go get that guy some money? He just gave you his cash out. Do it to it! Man, I hate when people ask for money all the time. Last chance to get your super chats in, folks. No, that's not true. I lied. There's plenty of show to go. Take your time. Next up, we got a huge free Palestine. Mostly this is not too bad. It is, some of it's infuriating, but there's no dead children. So don't freak out, y'all. First off, the U.S. sanctions international judges over Netanyahu warrant. Yeah, folks, hey, the U.S. doesn't hold you accountable for war crimes, for 10,000, 20,000 children deaths, for genocide, ethnic cleansing, none of that. But if you try to hold somebody committing war crimes accountable, if you try to stop child murder and genocide, then, oh no, you're enemy number one to the U.S. government, folks. The U.S. on Thursday said it is sanctioning 4 international court judges, the ICC, via a part of the prior executive order President issued in February. We do not take this step lightly. It reflects the seriousness of the threat we face from the ICC's politicization of and abuse of power, the fact sheet says. Secretary of State Marco Rubio explained the sanctions in a Thursday statement, saying these individuals directly engaging in efforts by the International Criminal Court to investigate, arrest, detain, and prosecute nationals of the United States or Israel without consent from the United States or Israel. The ICC condemned the State Department. So basically, yeah, you're not allowed to hold anybody accountable. We are the bad guys. If you try to be decent, if you try to be good, if you try to stop the murder, we'll come after you with everything we fucking got. So please do not feel sorry for this society as it collapses. Nobody has ever deserved it more. We are a terrorist organization just like Israel fucking is. And man, this is so maddening, folks. So for years, I actually bought into the right-wing talking point that New York was a haven of liberalism, of left-wingers, of progressivism. And now that I'm old as shit, I know the truth, and that is New York is right-wing, y'all. Even the most left-wing parts of this country are not even left-wing. New York is not even center-left. It's right. It's not even center-right. It's right. We've been told this fiction our whole lives that there are these parts of the country that have progressivism in it, and progressives in it, but it's not even fucking true, folks. The truth is, the entire fucking country is a right-wing shithole. Even New York, especially New York. So they had the New York mayoral debates last night, and the entire thing was a referendum on who could suck Israel's dick the most. It was pornographic, the links that these Democratic, this is the Democrats, folks, these Democratic mayoral candidates would go to debase themselves for Israel. And the debate moderators 100% in on it. The entire thing designed to show who is willing to worship Israel enough. And the guy in the lead of the polls right now, Cuomo, this Zionist sack of shit. Because even these left-winger New Yorkers want a right-wing mob boss strongman to rule them. Just like they put Dave's in there, right? Who is in no fucking way left wing at all. But what do you fucking expect, right? The entire goddamn country is right wing. It's a capitalist fucking shithole. So case in point, here are the moderators giving everybody who's in this mayoral debate time to prove their loyalty to Israel, because that's where their loyalties actually lie. This is maddening, by the way.
The first foreign visit by a mayor of New York is always considered significant. Where would you go first? Left to right, Ms. Adams.
So the question is, if you become mayor, where is the first place you're going to take a trip to?
Significant. Where would you go first? Left to right, Ms. Adams.
First visit, I would visit the Holy Land.
Mr. Cuomo?
Given the hostility and the anti-Semitism that has been shown in New York, I would go to Israel.
Mr. Tilson, where would you go?
Yeah, I'd make my 4th trip to Israel, followed by my 5th trip to Ukraine, 2 of our greatest allies fighting on the front lines of the...
They're like fighting over each other to see who can debase themselves more for Israel. Like, holy God.
The global war on terror.
Mr. Mamdani.
I would stay in New York City. My plans are to address New Yorkers across the 5 boroughs and focus on that.
So the only progressive candidate that they have, the most based one of them all. So this entire thing was a gotcha question to this guy who simply wants to stop the genocide of the Palestinian people, who simply doesn't believe that Israel should be an ethno-state, that believes there should be no ethno-states, because we all know supremacists are fucking evil. The only one who has a common sense moral position on this goddamn issue. So, of course, the moderators 100% asked this question to give them all the opportunity to debase themselves for Israel, but also as a gotcha to this guy. Because how a lightning round is supposed to work, you're supposed to take every one of their answers and go the next one. But now, unlike they did for any of these other guys, they're going to stop and they're going to call this guy out to make it seem like he's anti-Semitic.
Mr. Mamdani, can I just jump in? Would you visit Israel? As mayor?
I will be doing, as the mayor, I'll be standing up for Jewish New Yorkers, and I'll be meeting them wherever they are across the 5 boroughs, whether that's in their synagogues and temples or at their homes or at the subway platform, because ultimately we need to focus on delivering on their concerns.
And just yes or no, do you believe in a Jewish state of Israel?
Fuck no.
I believe Israel has the right to exist.
Not as a Jewish state?
No, as a state with equal rights.
He won't say it has a right to exist as a Jewish state. Be very clear.
And his answer was no, he won't visit Israel.
I said that.
That's what he was trying to say.
No. Unlike you, I answered questions very directly.
My goal would be to take my first trip to Israel. My wife's life work in this area means a lot to our family.
Literally falling all over themselves to prove who loves Israel more. If I was mayor, I would take my pants down and I would bend over and I would bite the pillow as Israel just wrings my ass. I would let Israel fuck my ass, but also I'm very limber. So as they're fucking my ass, I would bend myself around so I can lick their ass at the same time while they're fucking my ass. I would cut myself in half. So Israel could fuck my ass on one end, but then the other end, right before I die, I can lick Israel's ass, and hopefully my death rattle will cause Israel to climax all over the place. I would give my life for them. I love them more. Like, fuck, what does any of this have to do with New York mayor? Nothing. But they're just showing who fucking rules us, y'all. Not even trying to fucking hide it. And of course, Cuomo, the biggest dickhead, the biggest right-wing sack of shit among them all, gonna fucking get elected in New York. Because they are not left-wing. They are not progressives in any goddamn way. Conservative right-wing sacks of shit. I hope you fucking wake up and do the right thing, New York, but I am not going to hold my breath. And that, of course, LGBTQ Zionist group backs Cuomo. Man, talk about picking the wrong side. But I guess they don't give a shit. I guess even LGBT activists, their loyalty doesn't actually lie with other LGBTQ people or with brown people or with human rights or equal rights in any way. It 100% lies with Jewish supremacy and Zionism. A new coalition of pro-Israel LGBTQ activists is backing former New York Governor Andrew Cuomo as its first choice in a ranked slate of candidates endorsed for New York. Yeah, no shit. Zionists are supporting the fucking rabid Zionists. Shocker there. And then the next day, this fucking base motherfucker, Zoran Mamdani, the only good candidate running for mayor, went on a daytime talk show the next day, and they tried to do a gotcha question. Why don't you support a ethno-state in Israel? Are you anti-Semitic for not supporting an ethno-state? Of course not, but anyway, he gives an incredibly intelligent-based answer.
Because I feel like you did not want to make a definitive statement on this. Do you support Israel's right to exist as a Jewish state?
I support Israel's right to exist as a state with equal rights. I believe that every state...
Why not as a Jewish state?
Because I'm not comfortable supporting any state that has a hierarchy of citizenship on the basis of religion or anything else. I think that in the way that we have in this country, equality should be enshrined in every country in the world. That's my belief.
All right, let's talk because I feel like...
So evil! Uh-oh, that gotcha question backfired, didn't it? Man, come on, New York. And I agree with Hassan Abbey, who commented about that stupid fucking gotcha question they're trying to get him on. Does Israel have a right to exist as a Jewish state, ethno-state? Is an insane question to ask at the New York mayoral primary, laughing my ass off. What the fuck is a gotcha? What the fuck is this gotcha? Of fucking course it doesn't have the right to exist as a fucking ethno-state. No state has the right to exist to begin with. I know, right? Put a bag on your head and say it again, you ugly son of a bitch. And that, oh my God, folks, did you see this one? This was so annoying. If you guys want an example of Jewish supremacism, I have the fucking perfect example for you. Dave Portnoy, this right-wing sack of shit that owns Barstool Sports, this trust fund guy who's made even more millions and millions and millions of dollars off this fucking, I guess it's a sports bar or some shit. Anyway, now he is calling to make joking about Jews illegal. That's right, folks. The free speech absolutists want to make it illegal for you to make jokes about them. I'm not shitting. Before we get there, folks, I just want to point out the hypocrisy of this motherfucker. Here is Dave Portnoy a couple years ago making rape jokes and claiming that rape jokes are funny and nobody should have a problem with his rape jokes.
You posted the following on your site. I never condone rape, but if you're a size 6 and you're wearing skinny jeans, you kind of deserve to be raped.
Correct.
Correct.
I stand by that. I think it's a funny joke.
So funny.
You think
so? It's hilarious. It's hilarious. If you're wearing skinny jeans, you deserve to be raped. It's fucking hilarious. The funniest joke I ever told, y'all.
Following on your site. I never condone rape, but if you're a size 6 and you're wearing skinny jeans, you kind of deserve to be raped.
Correct. I stand by that. I think it's a funny joke.
So funny.
You think rape is funny?
No, I didn't say that. I think it's a funny joke.
Do you understand how offensive that is?
No, I obviously don't.
No, I don't give a shit. I think that if it's me, I should be able to say whatever the fuck I want to and get away with it. And if you have a problem with it, that's your fucking problem. But if you tell a joke about me because I'm Jewish, straight to jail. We're going to get there. Anyway, then he went public and he made a joke hoping that Greta Thunberg gets killed, you know, because she's so evil, she wants to feed starving children. I hope they hit a fucking, like a missile on her boat, he says. If you don't believe me, here's the video clip of him saying that.
Gaza, we can do unnamed. You can be live in Gaza.
I'll jump on Greta Van Thorsten or whatever that girl. She's sailing there, like whoever that fucking. I hope they hit a fucking like a missile on her boat. Well, I hope.
Yeah, I hope they kill her. How dare her go try to help people who are being genocide? Murder her, he says. So he's fine with rape jokes. He's fine with calling for the death of Greta Van Thunberg in jokes. But now, folks, apparently somebody came to his bar and they said some Jewish slurs. They made Jewish jokes and he is fucking incensed by it. He thinks they should be locked up and put in jail. So he's talking to this other guy who runs a podcast. This other guy is an employee of his. His other guy runs his podcast for Dave Portnoy. And since they're always pretending to be free speech absolutists, this guy is pushing back on Dave, saying, hey, you can't lock people up for jokes just because you disagree with him. Well, of course, Dave pulls a big dog move, start shitting all over the guy because he is his boss. So he's using his position as a boss to try to intimidate him and shut him up and bully him. Watch this shit.
I think right now you probably are quite literally changing everything you say. Kirk, if you just want me to kick him out, not mention it, not care that this kid is anti-Semitic, shut up. If you just want me to ignore it. Don't tell me to shut up. Shut the fuck up, you bald fuck.
Okay, go ahead.
How's that?
Oh, it's kill. I'll never recover from that, Dave. Go ahead, continue. I'll never recover.
Well, you're the one who like, oh, big boss man, don't tell. I'll tell you, you work for me.
Okay, go ahead, continue.
You little bitch, you work for me.
Sure, you bet. For now,
oh, you
continue.
Don't? For now, quit. I don't care.
Is this $500 grand. Is this a show or not a show? Like, is it a show or not a show? Like, we can't have a conversation?
You're an idiot.
Okay,
you're literally saying people should be allowed to make Jew jokes, say whatever they want right fucking now. That's
yes,
what
I think people should be allowed to make.
Yeah. Oh, how dare you say people are allowed to make Jew jokes? And we're verboten. We're off limits, okay? We are God people, okay? It's blasphemy to make Jew jokes. Not allowed in America anymore.
Jokes.
So how many motherfucking Jews have to be killed before you stop?
How many motherfucking women have to get raped before you stop making rape jokes? But you don't actually give a shit. How many people does Israel have to kill before you stop making jokes about Israel missiling people? Of course, you don't care about that. But it comes to you. You're special and chosen, right?
That everybody, I don't think.
What else? Where else is that happening with the religion or people?
I don't think those psychopaths. I'm with you. They're scumbags. Are the worst people on the earth. Should that?
You don't think it's all related?
But Dave, you're telling a comedian not to make a joke?
It's not a comedian.
I'm with you. But you said stop all jokes.
Jew jokes of that nature now.
We'll ban Jew jokes of that nature. We'll get the Constitution, we'll get Congress, and stop Jew jokes of that nature.
I'll go back to this.
Yeah.
When does freedom of speech impinge on freedom of religion?
It's a freedom of speech absolutist, y'all. They coming for us. Believe that shit. Not going to be able to allow to criticize Israel, child murder, or genocide in the United States. They're going to make sure of that.
I think freedom of speech I think freedom of speech is the most important thing in this country.
Okay, so people can go kill the Jews, and there's no responsibility if someone goes and kills Jews.
No, that's a crime if you kill somebody.
No, but not saying, hey, go kill Jews.
That's different. No. What do you mean?
You can say somebody should go kill Jews. You don't do it, but someone hears you and goes do it. You're fine with that?
No.
If somebody says go kill.
Literally nobody's fine with that. That's not a joke. That's a direct call for murder and violence. That's not fucking legal, and that is not covered under fucking free speech, right? We all know that. No one is claiming that's covered under free speech. You're just trying to use this as an example to shut down Jew jokes. We already know. You've already given yourself away.
Jews?
Yes.
No, that's different than telling. I thought we were talking about telling a joke. I thought we were talking about comedians.
They are all using semantics for anti-Semitism right now, and I can tell the difference because for 20 years of doing it, I've never mentioned it, Kirk.
No, and I said to you when this thing happened.
How can you not realize we're in a different time right now?
I completely realize, and I'm sensitive to the fact that you're sensitive, and I feel bad.
No, you're not. You don't get it.
That's not true. I am sensitive to it. What I'm saying is, it's a fine line. I think you would agree. I think you would agree. So maybe you don't. That when you start harnessing free speech,
it's crazy. But yeah, do as we say. Now that's what we do. We have the rights to make a joke about anything we want to, and if you get mad about it, you're just a whiny piss baby. We're gonna make it illegal. It's illegal to tell jokes about us. So yeah, hey, that's Jewish supremacism for you right there, folks. They were raised to believe they're better than you are. They believe they're better than you are, and they act like they believe they're better than you are. But you ain't, motherfucker. You ain't. Fuck around and find out. Hey, fuck around and find out, Dave Portnoy. Fuck around, motherfucker, and find out. And speaking of hero Greta Thunberg, they asked her about the death threat that Lindsey Graham joked because it's so funny to joke about Israel killing her. Here's her awesome response.
We're speaking to you from the United States, where the South Carolina Senator Lindsey Graham wrote on X, "Hope Greta and her friends can swim." Your response?
We can swim very well. It says a lot about their priorities that in the face of genocide and systematic starvation of 2 million people, lawmakers, elected officials whose responsibility it should be to serve the people and to protect the people, that they, rather than ending their complicity in genocide and the mass slaughtering of civilians, are focusing on mocking people who are at least trying to do their bits.
Yep.
I think that says everything we need to know about their priorities.
And finally, your message to Palestinians who perhaps have read about or heard about your voyage or awaiting your arrival. What is your message to them?
My message to them would be that we stand behind you in every step of the way. We are standing in solidarity with you. We see you. And I am also my deepest apologies on behalf of the outside world, especially the Western world, that we continue to betray you and that more people are not stepping up. But I promise that at least we here will try our very best.
Queen shit! So well spoken. Man, I hope they don't kill our folks. I hope they don't. Because if they do, nobody will fucking do shit about it. Then apparently the Pope donated the Pope Mobile to be turned into a mobile clinic to help the Palestinian children in Gaza. And they wouldn't even let the Pope Mobile into Gaza. And also, that doesn't look like a very good mobile medic vehicle or anything. Would have been a lot smarter just to sell it and like send the money to a charity, but whatever. I guess he was trying to make a point, and you did. Then let's check in with the Zionist protesters and watch them fuck around and find out. This woman over there in, I don't know where this is at, I'm going to guess it's in New York, trying to bully anti-genocide protesters. I guess she thinks she's in Tel Aviv, and she is untouchable.
You better take your hands off me right now. I'll say it one time.
But they're not allowed to film me. I am a God person. I am a Zionist. I own you. You're not allowed to film your gods. You don't have the rights to film me. Yeah, fuck off. That cop's all on her. Yeah, don't put your hands on nobody. You'll get arrested, dummy. The rules apply to you too, you fucking idiot. And that, your typical Zionist protester, folks. Let's see if you can find the hypocrisy with this Zionist motherfucker.
Israel wanted peace since 1948, and we still, all Jews want peace. But unfortunately...
Oh, shit.
Yep.
The guy we were just talking to just pepper sprayed a girl. I don't know why. What just happened?
I just got hit. My car got hit with a stick and I couldn't see. And they claimed I ran him over. He ran out in the street when there was a green light. And then someone pepper sprayed me in my face just now. But fuck it. Pepper spray in my eyes. I'm still here. I am still here for my pro-Pallies, pro-Jewish, anti-Zionist, 100%.
Is pepper spraying someone illegal?
Oh, I see. If it's not for self-defense.
There are people out there do not want to see peace, like Iran, Hezbollah, and Hamas. Of course, they don't want any Jew in any territory, Israel in any territory, from the river to the sea. I mean, that's not being fair. That's not sharing. They say, no, this is my child. I don't want you to touch it. People out there do not want to see peace.
Yeah, like the Zionists in love with peace. That's all they want, folks. Hey, he had to mace you for peace. He didn't want to do it, but he loves peace so much that while you were peacefully protesting, he had to mace you in your face, woman. They're real brave against women, too. You ever notice that? Women and children, they love to abuse women and children, but when a dude stands up to them, they're the biggest fucking sissies you've ever goddamn seen. Just nutless cowards. People get mad at me when I say stuff like that, too. When I call people nutless or say they have small penises. You guys really got to get over this nitpicky bullshit. How much do you have to fucking lose before you stop that bullshit? Anyway, speaking of crocodile tear lying losers, remember Theo Von? A couple weeks ago, I can't believe they're genociding the Palestinian people. This is crazy. And I told you guys, the next day he's going to be right back to sucking the nuts of the war criminals, of the terrorists who are actually doing it, using his platform to whitewash their genocide. Right back at it, just like I said, here he is with Shady Vance. That's all they fucking do, folks. They play both sides of it. They do everything they can to help sell this genocide, help sell the people that are doing it. And then on the other side of the mouth, pretend like they actually give a fuck, but you don't. You're fake as shit. But hey, he's making millions of dollars. He's got one of the most popular podcasts in the world. And you see tons of progressives shill for this guy because he'll do the crocodile tears. And because progressives are some of the dumbest motherfuckers too, because they're just humans. A lot of progressives are stupid too. They'll fall for any bullshit they're sold. It's so frustrating to watch, but I guess, hey, that's how you play the fucking game. And then, last but not least, nope, two more. Next to last but not least, let's check in with super genius Ethan Klein, who's definitely not a coked up, twitchy weirdo, and see what his take on the anti-genocide, pro-Palestinian college protest is all about.
Yeah. I think there's also something else. I think there's a lot of generational guilt with what happened in Iraq and how America's conducted itself since 9/11. And I think there's a huge overreaction to that. Or overreaction, who can say, right? But I think there is a large influence
they
on...
spent $5 trillion to kill millions of people over lies. Not an overreaction.
Young people's minds who grew up learning this was a terrible thing we did.
It was awful.
Millions of civilians died.
They did.
It was all a lie.
It was a lie.
And it's become like it's become like American unexceptionalism.
Right. We call our side out when our side does bad things in hopes that we can improve our side.
It used to be American exceptionalism. Now
we used to be this jingoistic bullshit and brainwashed, and that's what led to the Iraq War. We spent $5 trillion to kill 1 million innocent people because of the bullshit, right?
Oh, it's everything in America is bad. It's
not everything, but the bad things are bad.
It can't be salvaged.
We're genociding the Gazan people, the Palestinian people. We're murdering lots of children. Yeah, that's bad. That's bad, Ethan.
It's the worst.
It is the worst.
Whatever it is, if it's American, it's the worst. It's unsalvageable.
No, the bad things we do are bad. The good things are fine, right? No one's saying the good things are bad.
And we hate it. And these are people who are coming up from affluent families. And I think it's them
hypocrites
feeling generational guilt.
That's what it is.
For what America has done since 9/11.
He's got it, folks. Hey, we're not upset because we're literally watching children be blown apart in front of our very eyes. We're not upset because we're watching parents cry and scream holding the decapitated dead bodies of their children. We're not mad because they're forcing us to pay for the genocide. We just never processed 9/11 properly, folks. That's what it is. I can't believe it. This motherfucker actually doing the meme from The Office. Remember this, folks? I wanted to say I'm sorry for threatening you, for treating you bad the past couple years. I was in my mid-20s and I was going through a lot of stuff. I think I never really processed 9/11. I want you to know I've changed. Ryan, season 5, you're the Ryan now. You're not supposed to be Ryan unironically, Ethan Klein. Holy shit.
And again, that's an understandable feeling and perspective. But I think it's dangerous when a bunch of young people who have no life experience and no frankly actual perspective.
You don't have no perspective.
Get so convicted by things that it draws them to radical behavior.
Yeah, so radical, not wanting children to be murdered. What's wrong with you guys that you better process 9/11 and be okay with the genocide of children? Stat. Good God. 6th most popular podcast on YouTube, folks. Tens of thousands of people watch this guy multiple times a week. That's where we're at right now in this country. So if you're watching the future and we know we collapsed, it wasn't just the MAGAs that did it, folks. We had plenty of shitty progressives supporting all the most terrible fucking people. And last but not least, I can't believe it, folks, Piers Morgan being based again. It's hard to fucking believe. Once again, not going to save you from the guillotine, but I'm going to give you credit where credit is due. 2 years too fucking late. You used your platform to shill for genocide and child murder, but I guess better late than never. Go, Piers.
What the IDF is now doing has crossed a line and has gone too far, is wrong, and has to stop. The facts in Gaza are hard to come by. As the BBC's Jeremy Bowen said, Israel won't let him or anybody else in because they probably want to hide what they're doing. We have enough evidence from the medics, the volunteers, the footage and testimony to understand that one of the world's most advanced militaries is inflicting death and suffering on an inhuman scale. If that's a Hamas talking point, ask yourself why so many of Israel's allies, 2 former Israeli prime ministers, and many of Israel's staunchest supporters are now using it. Do we hold Israeli officials to a higher standard than Hamas? Well, yes, of course we do. Otherwise, what was the point of the war?
Not really, though.
It was a conflict waged against killing with impunity, against civilian suffering, and against the hateful disregard for human life. I will continue to hold people on all sides to account, as you'll see in a moment. But the uncomfortable truth right now is that the biggest driver of anti-Israel propaganda is the Israel government itself. Well, joining me now in this...
Bay Spears! Hey, thanks for actually getting on the right side of history. A bit late, but I'll give you partial credit. And that is my Free Palestine for this evening. And folks, we're 2 hours and 20 minutes into the show, and who loves overtime? All you motherfuckers love overtime. So, hey, if you've enjoyed the show tonight, reward me for overtime. Get in your Super Chats or your PayPal Whatever. We got 2 Beyond Parodies and 1 Hero, so the show is almost over. We're almost done here, except for the after party, which is going to be fucking awesome tonight. So be sure to tune in. Damn it, spilling all my fucking weed. Move out the way, cat. Move out the way. Everybody move the fuck out the way, please. Thank you. All right. Let's finish you guys off as usual with a happy ending. Got some ridiculous shit coming up in the Beyond Parody. Beyond Parody. Nice. And folks, did you guys say this is a crazy goddamn clip? This is like something from a fucking movie, like something from a comedy. This is wild that this actually happened. So apparently the president of Serbia had a meeting with Donald Trump. Didn't realize what he was signing very clearly. So Donald Trump starts describing everything that Donald Trump claims the guy just signed, and the guy looks shocked. He immediately starts looking at the contract he just signed to try to see if what Trump is saying is in there. Let's have a look.
Serbia is committed to opening a commercial office in Jerusalem this month and to move its embassy to Jerusalem in July. That's fantastic. That's a big thing. That's a very big statement.
He's like, what?
And we appreciate that very much.
What to say? What?
It's taken tremendous bravery by
He's looking around.
the
What?
president of Serbia and the president of Kosovo, who are with me today. 2 highly respected.
Oh my God. He almost did the face bomb. He almost did the goddamn face bomb. That's too fucking funny. What? And then we got one more sort of like that. Just good God, our fucking president is such a goddamn moron. Here he is talking to the German counselor about D-Day, which is, you know, where the Allied forces invaded Germany and turned the tide of the war against the Nazis.
I'm here, Mr. President, to talk with you later on how we could contribute to that goal. And we all are looking for measures and for instruments to bring this terrible war to an end. And may I remind you that we are having June 6th tomorrow. This is D-Day anniversary, when the Americans once ended a war in Europe. And I think this is in your hand in specific, in ours.
That was not a pleasant day for you?
No, that was not a pleasant.
This was not a great
in
day.
the long run, Mr. President, this was the liberation of my country from Nazi dictatorship.
Yeah, not a good day for you guys. We literally were liberated from the fucking Nazis. But it just shows you how Trump thinks about you. Trump still thinks about every German like they're a fucking Nazi from World War II. Be like he met me. And he's like, oh, isn't this the date that the Confederacy surrendered? Not a good day for you, Dusty. What? They abolished slavery. That was a great fucking day for me. I went with those assholes. What the fuck you talking about? Anyway, dumb Trump. What an embarrassment. Typical bullshit. And, all right, folks. Got 1 hero coming up. Gonna finish you guys off. Definitely Trump, an embarrassing complete tool. But the most American president ever, y'all. This is for sure what we deserve. It's crazy kooky. Hey, at least the show writes itself. And all right, one more, folks. Finish you guys off with a little heroes.
We could be heroes just for one day.
And tonight, our one and only hero, Incredi Barry. You guys should go subscribe to this guy on TikTok if you haven't already. I like these kind of videos because it's my fellow Southern gentleman setting my other fellow Southern dipshits straight about the bullshit they're fucking spewing. Love this guy's accent. I love his sense of humor. I love his style. And I love the way he owns this other motherfucker. Let's have a look.
So, Pride Month? No.
No. Did you answer a question that wasn't asked?
If anybody deserves a whole month of appreciation, is our vets.
There's 2. One was May. You just missed a whole month that does what you say we should be doing.
If you got a problem with that, you disagree with that, you need to pack your stuff and go to another country.
Well, I mean, I know they already have to, so I'm going to stay.
What has that community done for this country? Besides cause more division and more controversy.
They cause division and controversy because bigots think them just existing is somehow oppressing the bigots. The fuck?
Y'all do you. All right? Don't be trying to shove it on us.
Nobody is trying to shove anything on you, trust me.
That's like saying, oh, us straight people, we deserve a whole month to celebrate us being straight.
That's basically the other 11 months. And you're getting mad at the 1 month that isn't.
Make that make sense for me.
I can explain it to you, but unfortunately, I can't understand it for you.
There's so many people in this country that have left their families, deployed, have seen things that a lot of y'all never want to see in life.
Who is y'all?
And then they have to come back here, still dealing with that, and put up with y'all's crap.
Once again, who is y'all?
So to me, yeah. If anybody deserves a whole month of appreciation, yeah, it's our vets.
Yeah, they have too, along with other holidays. Look, I would hold your hand when I tell you this, but I don't want my hand to smell like Kodiak wintergreen, skid marks, and expired tater salad. But do you not know that there are gay veterans? You don't think that there are members of the LGBTQIA plus community who are also members of the military? When I was in the military, they gave me a medal for killing 2 men and a discharge for loving 1. Bless your heart.
Bless your heart. Based and owned. Oh my God, you just got murdered. I fucking love that one. But that guy was fake as shit, like all conservatives. He's so worried about there not being a military month when there's fucking 2 because he doesn't even know it. Because he doesn't want to know it because he doesn't actually give a shit about the military. He's just being fake as shit. It's virtue signaling for goddamn idiots. Moral grandstanding, but oh, you got fucking owned and I love it. So thank you, hero. Go subscribe to Incrediberry. You fucking hero. And all right, folks, hey, that is my show for tonight. We got a big after party coming up. Before you bail out, please go sign up to my Patreon, folks. You get access to all the after parties. I've done like 1,000, not like 300. 300, all of them. They're very good. Help out me in the show. If you want to shout, if you want to see what you're helping here. These things that we rescue. These cute little motherfucking things. Boom, there we go, Mr. Luigi, and she still got droopy eyes, but we're working on it. My God, this thing right here could eat y'all. This thing is vicious. You can't hand feed this thing. She will eat your fucking fingers, and she got 2 kittens now, 2 other cats that think that they're her mom, and I know, hey, you sit there with your pretty blue eyes, and you be my little money maker, you cute sack of shit. Anyway, thank you guys for supporting the show. You guys rock. And all right, we'll do a kitty party after we read the super chats. 5 tickets, hell yeah, from Dower Panda. If you got one, please give Dower Panda your love. Everybody here is so generous. Look at this. Agent Orange sent 5, BBC sent 5, BBC, Agent Orange, Dower Panda just gave 15 tickets. If you want one, be sure to show up live to the show. That's the only way you can get one. Don't miss the world's greatest show. We have the greatest audience here to chat with during all this horror we cover. So come hang out. Droid, welcome to Dust Buddies. Fuck yeah. Hey, if you didn't get a free ticket, you can also buy one. It's $2.99 a month. And then you get customized emojis to spend the fucking chat with. You guys better do that. Got Milk. Hey, Dusty, you should collab with Casey Maloney in a music and or religious bullshit thing. Okay, I don't know who that is, and I bet they don't want to have anything to do with me. But if they do, holler at me, because I would definitely collab with you. Hooray for the Orange Cat Bud Friday. Look for unbirthday gifts arriving next week. Okay, thank you. That's very helpful. Thank you, Cat. Thank you. Really appreciate that. Oh, yeah. You want to come help too, buddy? I got a bunch of little producers helping me make the show better. Hooray for Orange Cat Bud Friday. Look for unbirthday gifts arriving next week. Fuck, God damn it. Stop it, asshole shit. All right, I will check out my P.O. box. I don't have a car anymore. I have got my car fixed, my truck fixed. So I don't know how long it's going to be before I get to the P.O. box, but I will try to go soon. And as always, thank you for your generosity. If you guys want to send me something, my P.O. box is listed in the description of every video. So send me whatever you want to, and I'll unbox it on the show and show everybody. Thank you, Yoki Bear. Jerry T, $20. I am heading to my local No Kings protest on June 14th in case a 6'5", 270-pound Christian trucker is needed. I will use my knowledge of true message, get your ass on my face, please, of Yeshua to confront the fake Christians that will show up. Hell yeah! Go out there and let them your girthy support there. Jerry T, and thank you. Appreciate you. And Dollar Pad at $50. That gonna make me read you sexy. Blessing you for standing for the truth. Love you, buddy. I love you, Dollar Panda, the best among us, Dollar Panda. Everybody super loves the Dollar Panda. And appreciate you. That's very generous. I think that makes you, maybe you and PBC are Super Chat heavyweight champions of the world tonight. Thank you. Working overnight. Glad to be here. Glad to have you here, Grumpy Queer. Good to see you tonight. Got milk, $5. And anything pop up? Another good show. Hell yeah, $20 from Mansa Catlett. Thank you for supporting it. You rock. As long as you guys support the show, I would do it forever and ever and ever. Amen. Kitty Party Funds. Fuck yeah. Kitty Party coming up in your honor, Dower Panda. Let's go ahead and do it. We're going to play a song written by me called Stretch Your Neck while we do this kitty party. And all right, finally, cats. You guys waited for it.
Yo, billionaires, are you feeling stressed? All that greed got you feeling compressed. No worries, we've got the perfect cure. A bespoke solution, timeless and pure. You've climbed so high, built your gold towers, ruling the world with your unchecked powers. But there's one last service that you'll respect. It's high society's finest. Stretch your neck. Step right up. It's the ultimate ride. No golden parachutes.
After party coming up. I love you guys. See the rest of you on Monday. Subscribe, leave comments. Good night, everybody.
You drained the world, every dime, every drop, while the rest begged mercy. You couldn't stop, but we're here to help. Call it poetic care. A final ascent to thin, rarefied air. Gold rope swing with an elegant
sound like Chris Griffin there.
VIP send off, living the dream. It's your last investment, no buyer's regret.
You did, Smokey Stew. I didn't see it. Let me see. Smokey Stew. It's not showing it.
The view from the top.
I'm sorry, Smokey. It fucked you. It fucked you. But I love you, Smokey Stew. You're still delicious, even if this thing fucked you. You rock, Smokey. You're the man.
Now you're lighter than air, floating high above with the elite's despair. No need to fight it. We'll handle the rest. This is luxury justice, only the best. Step right up. It's the ultimate ride. No golden parachutes, no place to hide. Custom fitted.
Oh, what the heck?
Relax, unwind, we'll stretch your neck.
Love you, Smoking.
So sign on the line, your time is due. This service is tailored just for you. The end comes quick.
Thank you, Joe Rogan.
No need to inspect. It's our pleasure, really will stretch your neck.
Switch over now. Good night, everybody.